This is where I started kind of losing track of where this was going. Did he want to play on a Swedish team? Did he want to play on an international team? Then he went back to Joni Speeds, and I was like, okay, he's right back on track. Maybe things are gonna work out. But I think he's really struggled to show a level of consistency and stay on a team for a longer period of time. I'm still waiting for the moment to see him on a stable project that just keeps on functioning. Okay, we're back to us for a second, and you did see that I am leaning towards my screen. The reason I was leaning towards my screen, folks, is because we've started and I'm hyper-focused, laser-focused.
Lasers are hyperactive, ladies and gentlemen.
Thankfully, I had my finger out of my nose by that time.
Bro, I was thinking the exact same thing. What a clutch pull out over there from the nose. Necky's been gooshed down and forced back. Five is hoping to recover a little bit of territory, but Gooshes are going all over the place. Necky will be left on only 22 HP. Reinforcements come in. GXX is here to double up the barricade out on B. Still with meowpop getting taken down as well. Suddenly the CT side defenses feel incredibly dry. Martinez is made quick work of, and Swizz also involved. Swizz is looking for more. 8kit's been spotted out, and 8kit's now in a tough position. Swizz could be routed down on, but Necky coming in from behind is looking for a timing. Swizz really needed one more kill, and when he doesn't find it, this round is immediately going to be pretty much guaranteed over.
Unless GXX 1 versus 3, one of them is low HP. You just need the first headshot to make us believe, and yeah, he will get the kill into the low HP player of 8kit, but that will be about it. It's Nolan to close it out. An excellent nickname, if I may add. Yeah, Nolan. Indeed. Do you know why it's excellent?
Yes.
Do you know what his first name is?
Is it Christopher?
It's
or
Nolan.
Doc? Okay. I thought it was just a Nolan Doc reference. Like
no. He's literally his nickname is literally his normal name, but the capital, instead of a capital first end, it's a capital second end. That's it.
Okay.
A lot of imagination. How did you come up with your nickname?
It's a character from a book that I read called The Hogfather by Terry Pratchett. It's an assassin who figures out how to kill Santa Claus by using children's teeth.
Do you know what you call? I can give you a dad joke. You want to hear one of my dad jokes?
I want them all.
Do you know what you call a hitman who's got 2 butts?
A hot man, because that sounds pretty hot to me.
An assassin.
I wasn't that far off, I'll be honest.
That's one of my worst ones, guys. Sorry, I do apologize. It's actually it's not too bad. It could be worse. Back to the force buy. Astro have bought into this. 4-man A stack. Ray has been left alone on B. He doesn't even have a smoke. He had a... Oh, no, he has one. He's deployed it towards B main, meaning they need to be a bit more proactive towards that one-sided mid. No, and 8kit and Nolan are just waiting to deal with him. AK does go down. That's recoverable. Oh!
Well, speaking of recoverable, this round might be as well. Ray 5! My goodness. Looking real good as he does it as well. Got themselves a smoke to get this bomb down, but with 30 seconds, they're going to have to get a move in it. They can't really just clear out everything all that easily. Esort pushing forward is going to be a bit of a death sentence. Necky can just uncrouch, doesn't even need to, expects him to push all the way through, and Nolan... And I'm glad that his name is going to be easy to read and understand, because you can put it on a gravestone just as easily. That's a stolen away round already. Astral, with the back of Ray 5, getting some beautiful deagle shots, will come through inside.
Yeah. Well, now I'm excited for this game, because Ray 5 has just given us 2 incredible shots with the Deke, and even another one. That was, yeah, that was great. Okay, first buy works out. CT side Anubis. Now you've got the money under control. Martina is going to be the one and only AK into this round. You've got a pretty limited amount of util, a bunch of smokes, a bunch of flashes, not a lot of... Actually, not a single Molotov, and just 1 HE. So this is not easy to execute on either one of the bomb sites. Probably focused in towards middle a little bit more. Good nade.
Might be followed up with a good flashbang as well. GXX assisting Swizz. Wants to move forward for a couple of his own kills over here as well. He's less fortunate. Swizz is not one to help the less fortunate, not when he's already been rocked out and rolled into 22 points of health.
Yeah, also, we don't really have the official reasoning behind Martinez playing instead of Svet ahead. We don't really know about that, but hey, at least we had that entire Svet ahead conversation for 20 minutes. So we did him justice. But no, we don't have the official confirmation. We will let you know if we do get one. But yeah, it's Martinez. Another Hungarian player. 22 years of age. Played on teams called Glitch, Tech, and Wild in 2025. And he also played on that Honvet mix. Which is the Hungarian mix where he played with Aaron, Corey, Nolan, and Camion. Of course he's played with Camion. Everyone's played with Camion.
Of course. So such a charmer, that man. meowpop, though, in the meanwhile, is waiting for these Tech-9s to close the distance. Esor will take him out immediately. When there's a force by one way, it can swing the other very quickly.
So weird. They do have the defuse kit, low HP on 8 kit as well. This is not impossible.
Might not be impossible with the way teams are playing it. It might certainly end out that way very quickly. DALUYONG are being very good about just making sure they're treating every situation as winnable, and the idea that starts off with, you know, a big grenade, a quick kill over there as well. GXX then just comes out middle hunting for eco frags, and is the cascading effect of a domino. That is falling all too quickly.
That was a little bit unfortunate because they did deal with the middle situation very well. As the smoke was opening up in towards the window, they peeked with the flash. They got a 5 versus 3. Then GXX gets peppered by the Tech-9 of 8 kit. And all of that just transpires into a round. Now in towards A they go. Meow. Time to deploy that smoke, but this is just a bait. Not quite the full commitment out of the T side.
Someone needs to find a clip of Ted just saying meow.
No, please don't do it.
That's it.
His nickname is literally meowpop.
Please tweet it to me. Just one word from Ted. Meow. Push forward for the CTs is where they're hoping to maybe find some success, but with Esor
so much, man.
Nearby, a flashbang in his face that he's fortunately able to turn himself away from. Neki playing up top. Down below, of course, is the 5-7 wielding Meow. And he's not feeling particularly catty over here. Esort is just on fire, though. 6 and 2. He's done so much for his team in these last few rounds, and he wants to continue. Will be taken down by GXX finally, but the CTs have already lost hope, and frankly, this round.
Yeah, MP9 good for the single. And the force by wars have officially been lost. Ray 5 has made some steps. Oh, what? Sorry?
Not again.
Excuse you, Ray 5. Do they have a defuse kit? Answers no, but I think they want to give it a go. Collateral Deagle. One shot. Time is running out. Surely you can't win the round. Surely you can't get on the defuse and protect your teammate as well. Tap on the bomb. They need to stick it. Aaron's going for it, and Ray can't win the fight with the rifle. Swizz goes down as well to 8 kids, so the round won't go their way, but golly, was that a spectacular shot.
Dude, somebody needs to just tell Ray 5 to buy the Eagles every single round, no matter what happens.
He should just play the Eagle.
Yeah, this is not the I mean, this is like a Lecro situation, right? It's like, hey, have you considered not buying weapons? To be fair, yo,
it's just so
insane,
perfect.
Actually. Look at this shot, man. Oh. And look, to be fair, he's not had that many chances to shine with anything other than a pistol so far, right? Astral have not been having a good time over here at all.
Yeah, and he's got 100% headshot rate because he's got 4 kills. All of them 1 deeks.
As a reminder, by the way, everyone at home, this is... Ray 5 comes in with another deagle kill. This is Astral's map pick. GXX somehow manages to get an assist from Ray 5 over here as well, because Ray 5's deagle does it all. Nike trying to circle around back from CT spawn. Will have to deal with 8kit and could have a timing over here. 8kit shouldn't be expecting this. At some point will give up the angle, and he's good about it. He will be playing hyper defensively even as he does do so, and moves back into check. Again, there is an angle over here. There's a world where 8kit can be overrun. Unfortunately, we don't live in it. 8kit will be able to keep himself alive, and with 12 HP, long range AK, that's
no time. Save the
pretty much best case scenario. Oh, you say that, but with Molotov on a dead body, at least they're providing cremation services. GXX finds himself another kill, and kills are all he'll find. Astral lose out yet another round, but at least they take an AK forward. They are going to have a full buy in the next one regardless.
It's a weird situation, right? Because in a 3 versus 3, you feel like you want to give it a go, and you probably felt like you could have had an opportunity, but no defuse kit, no utility. You have the 2 AKs. Damage is good because you do get 4 kills and you hold on to 1 AK, and that's an eco round, so it's NTs in the end of the day either way. But it is still around on the board for DALUYONG. Now, this is a 4-1 lead. Of course, CT side Anubis is what we're talking about here with Astral, so even mere 3-4 rounds could sometimes be enough. 5 is more than enough, and this is when they finally get all the guns out, including that open the hands of GXX.
This is very fast progression coming out of here for 8kit. He had the chance to get a bit of extra damage through. Nice deep nade, chasing after GXX. Where there's a nade, there's a flash. That one doesn't connect. And Martinez will find Neki in the meanwhile.
They killed the connector player. That's an issue. They know Ray is going to be alone. They know exactly where the Oprah is, and they know that the 8 player is alive. Another big pickup coming out of Ray. 100% headshot rate still. This time not with the D, but with the M4. But the A player has rotated, which could be an issue.
I think Ray had a body kill with the Deagle in the middle of it all as well. But now with the A player moving away, it's still going to be a 3-on-4 retake into the A side. And there's arguments to be made to save over here. I don't know if Astral wants to heed arguments, though.
Meow screwed himself up. Yeah. That's not a go-to angle, boss. I mean, it's not that bad if a single player is walking at you, but in a 4 versus 3 like this, you're probably not getting the solo peek there, and he couldn't really get out of dodge. He was just left there, stuck, forced to fight until the very end. That's exactly what he did. Unfortunately, it wasn't a pretty end, so he's lost his rifle. Ray and GXX the last 2 left. And I don't really want to see DALUYONG go for the hunt here. I mean, you can see the counter argument. You know, if you get the rifles out of the hands of the CTs, it's very good for you. But you keep all 4 alive here. Now you look at the money going into the next. From here on out, you start hunting. Because you're 5-1 up. The CTs have been struggling to put up consecutive rounds on the board. Ghost, they've been struggling to put up rounds on the board. And now, with the money behind you, you could make sure that in the next rounds that you win, they don't hold on to anything, or at least try to make sure of it. First tactical timeout coming out of the CTs. It is starting to get a little bit worrying. Not too much, but a little bit.
I don't know, man. If you lose this round, this half is not feeling particularly recoverable. And right now, we are seeing some very good shooting coming out from the DALUYONG side. They have not been tested enough for me to say that, hey, they've needed all of these super heavy tactical CS plays. You know, if you're challenging Neki in Connector, for example, and you're just getting the kill outright by baiting him into a duel with you, you're unlocking so much of the map there. And then, you know, the A side player running away, of course, that's partially due to the utility they're throwing out in the middle and everything as well. But Astral are also allowing DALUYONG to walk over them without even needing to show their best versions. It gets all the way in. Has cleared out the fact that there shouldn't be anyone in Ninja. Nolan falls through the smoke. Neki has never felt quite this lucky.
Bomb still dropped into our T-spawn. What do you really want to do with this? Boost for the Yope. It's creative. No one in towards connector though, so nobody really exposed to the possibility of a shot. But he is holding the cross. If Swiss wants to go in towards con, which he might. First player goes. 8kid with the kill onto the second. That's a lovely response. And now you know there's 2 more on the B bomb side, by the way, because you did see the spam come towards the left-hand side, and you saw the first player cross.
Bombs all the way back in spawn, so that time that they take to go pick it up could be time for GXX to find something. Neki is the one who's finding everything. GXX sightline established onto middle. He's not been necessarily the most domineering player when he establishes that sightline. He's so fast to move back into A. And DALUYONG have full access to a backstab on B. This might be a 3-on-4, but make no mistake about this. They could still find a big advantage here.
He's got time to go CT.
5 seconds.
Knife out. You gotta go knife out. Not going tempo is a round-winning move here, but you need to move knife out. You can't afford to just be that slow. The bomb is still making its way back. 18 seconds on the clock. They need to go for it.
Like he's not going to be expecting this one bit. Dead man on the site. Do they realize there's still a player over here? They're going to check just in case. Bomb's going to be planted. And what can Astral even look to do? Shot miss from GXX. Meow's been hurt. He might be cat-like, but he's not sounding like a cat. Not much I can tell you. 2 versus 2. Trying to bring it back in. Unless GXX is given a freebie, this shouldn't be possible. They do have a kit, and the freebie is hard fought for. 8kid. Felt like he should have had that any day of the week, and now Aaron's left alone. Players turning away from him. meowpop right around the corner. Could look to stick the defuse. Will look for the fight first. It is a cat's day out today. 2 for Astral in a situation where that should have never been offered to them.
Yeah, they probably should have lost the round. That was a great move coming out of Martinez in towards middle. Pushes all the way in towards CT spawn. Comes in from CT to make sure that he's not going to be held for. Gets the kill. They double down on the connector player as well. They just turned this one around in such a cool fashion. But then a little bit over-aggressive here. Over misses the shot. And Aaron unable to pull off that 1v2 clutch. Lovely play out of meowpop. I'm not reading out just the first part of his name anymore. And it's your fault.
What do you mean? It's easy. It's meow.
I can't believe you've just done that. Someone get me out of here, please.
Hey, you already got me out. A-side's being reinforced. So does Astral, if it makes you feel any better.
Where is Batman?
So trying to establish a lane control of a head. Molotov is not where it's supposed to be. Trying to establish a lane control over here for the CTs is very risky. They are completely giving up B-side reinforcements, and GXX will just fall. eSword has been so good on this A side. Every deal he takes, he wins. Neki's been left alone. There is no magical Ray 5 Deagle over here either. Neki is going to have to do this the old-fashioned way. And with eSword having pressure put onto his shoulders, they don't have confirmed damage on him, so they can't even chase him down. Losing a player as the CTs would be tantamount to losing the round. Neki's done a great job of holding down the line, but he's running out of bullets. A quick grenade, which is supposed to give him time to reload, and where there's a grenade, there's a second incendiary as well. Ray 5, meanwhile, pushes through, and you might not have his deagle. You sure as hell still have his MP9. And Nolan, Mr. First Name, has been left alone. And this 1v3 that there's not even a reason to attempt.
Ray has been so impactful. I've absolutely loved some of the kills that he's getting. He's getting them in a very impressive manner as well, by the way. Look good individually. And Astral are finally picking things up. Nolan saving a glue. Not the prettiest thing ever. Definitely doesn't make him too much of a happy man, but his team finances require it for the next. He is in a tough spot. They all are now on the T side. And as we were saying, we're talking about the CT side of Anubis here. So just a couple of rounds make you feel pretty secure, pretty happy. And now they have a couple. They've got 2 in a row. No money for the T's. Potential 4s by. You win here, you're looking at a 5-4, potentially 5-5 score. That changes everything.
Does DALUYONG find themselves an eco hero, much the same way Ray 5 has been able to be. 8kid hopes to be the man. Meow is able to find the first 8kid. Quick to trade. That is more than worthwhile. GXX loses a lot of his life over here as well. They can reset back towards connector where Neki, alone on the B bomb site, did a wonderful job defending in that previous, but they do have a smoke this time. If they read into his loneliness, there's an overrun possible. Nolan, absolutely not. In a 1 vs 2 able to get the kill, but 8kid still found as he pushes out alone into B. It's a one-on-one on the site, but it's GXX with an AWP and Martinez with a MAC-10. Aaron, buddy, I hate to break it to you, man. That's not working out, but Martinez has been given a chance.
You don't want to give him a 1v1, do you? One player's coming out of camera, the other one's coming out of CT. Martinez still on the side. He's got the info. They'll just run him down. No time given, no respect whatsoever. They make that retake work. This was such a weird round, though. I guess they're still going to be happy with picking up another one on the CT side, but this has been very chaotic to say the least. Bomb plan makes the T's a bit more satisfied. Tactical timeout coming out, and you can pull up a pretty decent half-eye. Martinez could get himself on a hero AK if they really want to do that, which I wouldn't say is the most unjustified option ever. You can try and keep the CT side economy at bay. They still haven't built up a massive economy. So it does make some sense. And I think Mido has been not working out too badly for them on the T side as well. They've been able to find some gaps. Even when they've been dealt with, responding has not been an issue. So maybe an avenue worth exploring. Connector and B have definitely been a little bit more problematic.
Yeah. I mean, Neki's just getting these great single frags again and again. And listen, Astral, they might not have been feeling good a couple of rounds ago, but they always have the consolation of knowing that they've got some fantastic Lorgar PCs that they're using right now. I mean, we see them on the screen again and again, and they look good, man. Get your streaming setup, your sim racing setup, whatever you need set up. But right now, the setup that they need is over here on this B bomb site. They need to get their asses set up and getting ready to frag. Swizz is able to force 8kid back into a shot from GXX, who's now looking for an overrun with a wallbang. And look, they will recover, but man, things get scary for a second.
They did get scary, and it's the arrival of the Opera of GXX that gets the kill of the player fighting Tempo that saves the day, right? If you get that kill into the Tempo rifle, you push in, that's another gun that you can pick up, and you have a 3v2 post plant. That would have been doable, pretty doable. But as we said, CT side Anubis, and things are not looking bad. I know you could look at some of these holds and be like, well, they're only getting one player and then they get refragged. At least they are getting the one on the B-pop, and the rotations have been very quick for Astral. I feel like some of the reactions are good. They've been solid. Pretty decent CT side is what we're seeing here. And this is without GXX hitting the top form performance that we know he could. Ooh, gotta be careful with this. Look at him taking random shots with an orb through the smoke, regardless of the bullets of magazines. Yeah. He doesn't care.
Big man with a big gun, man.
Big gun with not a lot of bullets.
GXX is holding the same gun, but he's not being flashed off. Swizz never was at risk of being flashed off. Incendiary down, GXX loses his life, and maybe we can see where in the world has that kill come from. Aaron traces him out on the earlier damage is going to be more than sufficient. Nolan finds Neki. And there's a backstab getting set up from Esort as well. They're never going to expect this. They're never going to think of this. The only way they get this skill is they're moving back to save. And even then, it might not happen. Astral are, at the very least, going to be able to move back with this AWP. It's unlikely that Ray 5 is hunted down. DALUYONG don't really have the money to commit to this either.
I mean, penultimate round of the half. I would agree with you. You can send one player though. It doesn't really matter. But even if the CTs lose that up, they will still be alright for another investment. GXX has enough money. It's going to help the others if you hold on. But this is more of a story of DALUYONG needs to get 7 rounds. And even then, it's not a guarantee that they will have great opportunities to pick up the map. Astral should be happy enough already. And you can see the right turn from Nolan. He was thinking about challenging the ult, decided against it. Wise enough to do so. And as we said, finance is not really troubled for either side going into this final round of the first half. It's been a back and forth game. Back and forth streaks, you could say. First, DALUYONG start 5-1 up. Then Astral get 4 in a row. And now DALUYONG are trying to get 2 in a row to close. Look at the aggression though. Swizz going forward. He's been seen.
He's been more than just seen. He's been hurt.
God. At least he's able to get himself out of there. Gets blinded, naded, mollied.
Traumatized by now.
Yet alive.
And that's what matters at the end of the day. Astral are getting ready for a B-site push. That's what it feels like. Either that or they are very convinced about this being a finish of A on the secondary site.
It is good that they're being proactive in towards the extremities at the same time, because they did leave middle, right? They have A main, they'll push B lobby. It's a good 1-for-1, but that gives away the fact that you have 2 more players here. And now the T's probably look for a gap in towards mid and A.
That's what Martinez is supposed to be good for, but he's 5 and 10, and this is not the play you want to be going up against. GXX has had his fair share of misses, but a peak that easy? Nah, he'll take that. 30 seconds and disadvantage. Yeah, they also boosted up the bombs. If you drop down with that, 8K is just going to be heard. Neki will give out the cue to start rotating over. Neki turns from a flashbang. Ample time to collect his requisite 1. 6-6 is basically guaranteed. And quiet as a cat's heartbeat. meowpop will come through with what should pretty much seal the deal of a bomb's not even being planted by 8K. He's looking for the stats. I have to say, I am a disapproving man.
I think he wanted to tap, get the kill and plant on 4 seconds. So I respect it. I don't think he was just saying, you know what, I know I don't have the time, I'm gonna get the kill. It was more of a, what if I on 6 seconds tap the bomb, get the next kill in 1 second, and then land it in the last millisecond, and then I have a winnable 1v2. Just think about it.
You've convinced me.
Yeah?
He's a goat.
Yeah. He just imagined himself going crazy.
Don't we all, to be fair?
I don't have to imagine.
Yeah, you go crazy watching that previous match of Counter-Strike.
Hell yeah. And I loved it. B-Rush, Bombay.
You love to see it. Esor doesn't love to see it. He's blind.
There's no way that's their pistol, man. There's no way their pistol is let's rush B and outplant A.
GX, like, bro, don't worry, I got you. I got the mid rotate. Bro, I'm telling you, they can't rotate mid. Oh. They can't move away from me, bro. They got nothing on me. They're on me. They're on me. Bro, they're running after me. What do? We're doing 5. This isn't working. Ray? He's getting it done. Mr. Pistol is in the building and he is bringing it down. 1-on-2 turns around and Esort has to be the one to save the day. My goodness. God damn, dude.
The saying is pure cinema, isn't it? I'm beyond confused with how they're able to get 3 kills and plant the bomb with that type of a call. That is insane. That is pure entertainment, folks. It's the good old matchmaking classic. I think, in all realness, okay, let's try and think about it. Okay, we're not going to see the entire round on the replay. I'm trying to think if there was some method to the madness, because I think one of the CTs pushed middle. So they had one guy that was holding mid and that was supposed to play later towards mid. Maybe they wanted to just smoke B, show themselves, and run con towards A. Maybe that was the play. But they just got stopped.
Or maybe it's a little bit more simple than that. Ted.
Yeah, could be. Might as well be.
Maybe they're assuming that everyone wouldn't die going into the B bomb site. Because like, if they even get 1, maybe 2 kills, that was a different round. Kid, good flashbang. He's being chased down. meowpop is running right after him. He's not stopping either. This cat's got claws, and it is looking sharpened.
Just go and save now, boys. On 2 versus 4 with the M4s, you can hold on to the rifles for the force buy. Do you really want to lose these? Maybe you want to win the round. 8kid is walking on ice. Or it's actually Meow. Sorry. Open hand. Jumping up. Nolan, a 1 versus 3 clutch. First kill secured. He knows where the Opera is. He seems to know where the rifle is playing from as well. Is there a drop defuse kit somewhere around the bomb site? Answer is no. Utility in there with the smoke on top to create a little bit of chaos. Try to bait out a peek. Molotov not going to stop a nade on the smoke though. That's going to expose him, and Meow is there with the headshot on the Tech 9. Astro have done it again.
They can't keep getting away with this. Look, we've seen a lot of good stuff from DALUYONG on that T side, right? We saw some fantastic lurking out on A from eSort. I think that's what was really the cornerstone of that T side. We saw some good exploitation of Neki when he's getting too aggressive. We actually saw some decent receipts of the B side pushes as well from DALUYONG. I don't know how well that translates through to the CT side. And that's a big question to ask.
Well, at this point, I've realized that the most logical and probably clean series of the day that we're going to be watching is going to be Hyper Spirit Drama. So I've just given up my soul to the Lord, and I'm just enjoying myself. Counter-Strike is the game we love. It's what we enjoy. Never mind. Astro are actually making very clean work out of this. This is what an anti-force should look like. Look at how methodical, nice, well-placed utility. That was great. That was beautiful.
Come on, Martinez. I believe in you.
Do you?
I believe you can get a kill.
Okay.
He also feels very paranoid. He's like, where do I go? They're all around me. They're coming from every direction. High sense players look ridiculous when they're doing this. It's so funny.
What sense do you play on?
I don't even remember, dude.
You don't play too much nowadays, do you?
I think the last time I played a game would have been literally like a year ago.
Yeah.
Yeah. I only launched CS to watch demos. That's it.
Right.
Yeah. It's hard to find time to sit down and play like 4 or 5 games in a row, and I just don't have fun if I'm only playing one.
Sure. No, I get you. I get you.
Especially because normally I get all the boys together. You know, we're all just sort of sitting in 5-man queuing, and then it just feels like if you're bringing everyone together and you leave after one game, you feel like you're kind of a disappointment.
Yeah. Yeah. No. Why go through the work of messaging so many people and gathering them up if you're just gonna do one map?
Yeah, exactly.
So that's why you just don't sleep. You play until 4 a.m. You play like 8 pugs. The good old times.
Dead.
You are married though. No, I get it. I know.
There's only one other time you said something that sounds so erotic to my ears, and that was 15 minutes ago when you said meow.
Why
Astral should be able to settle
this?
for a comfortable 9th round.
No, you can't just change the topic now. You can't just change the topic.
eSort and 8kid don't have much hope with their USBs. Astral take the lead comfortably on the T side of Anubis.
Yeah, they do.
Their own map pick.
Yeah, 3 in a row. Having a very, very fun and calm time on this map. First buy coming out of the CTs. We've got the 5 M4s with the smokes, the flashes. In general, going to be interesting to see how aggressive they want to be. The stair smoke is coming up. Do they want to fight canals? Do they want to see what the T's are going to do and play more reactively? That's what it feels like. Connector peak coming out, but a lot of speed behind that taken towards A main. They've done a lot already, the T's. They have full control of B lobby. They have canals. They have A lobby as well.
Oh, who? And all they had to do was give up 50 HP on Swizz to a random spam.
The CTs are playing a very blind game right now. Even look at middle. I mean, 8kid is just jiggling mid for the camera cross from Temple. They don't know anything.
They also don't have a kit, so you can't even really look to play a comfortable retake over here either.
Yeah. Gotta go
They're
looking.
playing 4 middle practically, like it's 3.5. You will get good sight lines out into it. Now the question is, how far are you gonna go? GXX finds Esword pushing forward. He might not expect Aaron to be nearby, but it's tough to find a timing when Swizz is already inside your B bomb site. Nolan's been spotted as well. And with A now the primary point of exploitation, Martinez is all alone, 1v2, up on the other side. GXX needs to train in for this position, and he doesn't do so in time. Meow, good for 1. And GXX's grenade will be the real sniper over here. Nolan, I mean, there's really no point of going for this one over here, but he's putting himself in an impossible situation. There's no kid either. Looking for exits is completely pointless too when you look at the money on the T side.
Too committed. Gonna get cleared out, and this is a big loss. No rifle saved up. You can't even think about, theorize about another investment. It has to be a half buy, and that was a great way to deal with it. They've a couple times now shown us the, I guess, idea of just sending someone towards the other side of the map on a solo mission, and this time it was successful. You get 1 kill, you drag that rotation, you get the attention of the A player for literally a split second so he can walk away from the bomb site and be towards heaven, where it's a lot easier for him to get isolated. It's a lot easier for them to make their way into the bomb site itself. You've done your job. That smoke's gonna slow him down. You probably don't want to force the issue, especially knowing that the money is not going to be great on the CT side. A push. And they've been able to get themselves a rifle. Lost the entire map as well. All right. What happens here?
They're also wildly confused about where this AK could be positioned or how many players there even are.
Yeah, this is a very uncomfortable one. But doubling down and actually going in towards A is not a bad shout here. You just have to be very, very practical and very careful with all the clearances. A re-molly in towards A main. That's going to give it away to some extent. They're all deciding to cross in towards that carpet's position, and this is probably the way to go, especially with the mid push right now. It could be very easy for the CTs to read into this being a B play. This is a great call. If Astral go, there's only 8kid here. He's got the 8kid, but he's alone.
He's putting himself in a very good position, though, and if he doesn't get Molotov now, that's going to be a problematic scenario.
Yeah.
You'd hope so. Molly's coming over, sailing towards him. He's burning. Flash is good as well. He's just going to go down to the full Molotov. GXX is doing damage with utility more than with actual weapons. It feels like in these past few rounds. Nolan, 5-7 at the ready, jiggling forward, hoping for a mistake that will just not be committed. And coming in from behind, now is just exploring the smoke. Swizz stays comfortable behind the new box. Martinez taken down as well. Only 2 players remaining, one of them with the AWP. No reason to peek him. Well, they know he should have the op, and they'll allow him to save.
They've been very good at handling some of these situations and very practical with the executes, as we pointed out. Even when you know you're going against a high buy, you group up in towards that A bomb site, smoke camera, molly towards the back of the bomb site, molly in front of that camera, smoking towards the broken side of things, molly as well behind the pillar on fountain, and the flashes. There was practically nowhere where a CT could be standing on the bomb site and be safe and be able to get into a fight. It's very basic stuff, but when executed properly, it's very efficient.
Yeah.
And Astro have been doing a good job at it. 5 in a row now on the T side. Just 2 away. Second tactical timeout and penultimate tactical timeout that DALUYONG have on offer. We will see that open the hands of 8kid. What can you do? What do you want to do?
Yeah, I'd really like him to get a little bit aggressive. Maybe even, again, this is so straightforward. It sounds scripted. But maybe even something just pushing out towards that B-bomb site, just making sure you've got a flash with you, take an early peek, something like it. That would be a terrible call given the setup for the D side right now, though. But turns out aggression of any sort might be a terrible call of a head. Grenades will sail past, looking to bring him down, and all aggression is being punished no matter where it is on the map. CT is looking for escape. Respite will be offered, and it will be gladly accepted.
Now you slow it down. You get that early opening. You've got a couple players tagged down low as well, but a man advantage in such a pivotal round. You need to be careful, and they're going back to the same old. And you can't really blame them in all honesty. The execution was so clean last time around, but DALUYONG might be one step ahead. A 4-man stacking towards A, but that means they will get a bit more aggressive. And with that Molotov, they might think that the T's are making their way towards canals. They'll keep moving forward.
Swizz and Ray 5 will be the first ones to make contact. A flashbang over here would be the perfect play, but will it come? CTs themselves are not holding for utility. Nothing of the sort will be coming over. Aaron should have been able to spot out Ray 5, and not just spot him out, but take him down as well. GXX gone to the expect play number 3. Well, now they do. Neki, come on, buddy. You can't do that. You can't pull out your knife in that situation.
They don't know what's going through.
Yeah, you know what's going through Swizz's head. Surely they don't have everyone here. 8kid was on B early on. We know this.
Oh my god.
And now you don't. Bombs on the ground. Both players are low. But Meow doesn't have information of that. He doesn't have time.
Yeah.
He has another Molotov. He has another Molotov. 8kid could go down because of that. Beautifully played. Picks up that second molly. And where 8kid thought that he had safety and security behind the cake, turns out he really doesn't. He's being burnt alive.
If you're 8kid, the moment that Meow mollies in towards the entry of that A-bomb site, you're just thinking, I've won the round. He's mollied himself off. He thinks I'm playing much more aggressively than I actually am. I'm just going to play this one passively. I'll just stay behind. This out of deck is crazy, especially considering the second player was making noise. That should have been unwinnable for Astral, but they still powered through. They powered through every single player in this stack. They get 12 rounds now. A golden opportunity, a golden ticket to run away without Anubis, get that first map of the series. This is your map pick after all. And go over to Mirage, where at this point it's very difficult to say what our expectations will be. It's not generally a bad map for the side of Astral. Although, they've not played it with GXX yet. The last time they did play it, they were still playing with Rich and Aster. So it's both GXX and Swizz making their Mirage debut in just a little bit. Still on Anubis though.
GXX position is not bad at all overhead. Good refrag down in the middle. GXX still doesn't get the chance to find a kill over there. Backs off instead. Through from Aaron. Couldn't be better timing on it, but it doesn't matter if he won't finish off that second kill. Meow still maintains control over this middle area, but maybe not for long. How has Martinez found the frag there? He turns around completely. AT will finish him off. GX is pushing through the smoke away. It is madness. It is absolute madness. Brings it back to 1 versus 1. Ray 5 is looking for the circle around. He has to go back from despawn. Surely he doesn't just stay here. Is he waiting for the smoke to diffuse?
He will. And Esor is crossed in towards deep middle. He seems to realize where Ray is coming from. He knows he's somewhere around that A-bomb side, but where is he going to come from? Camera? Middle? Does he just pick up the bomb and go in towards B? This is just a game of timings right now.
It doesn't look like Esser is going to win it. Oh, maybe he does. Maybe he does. It looked like he might have just made the crossover in time, but DALUYONG will be given that 8th round. And what a way to do it.
Just hit him hard. We're going to see the replay from the previous round. There's the push. A lot of mid-round pushes and a lot of aggression they've tried DALUYONG to disturb the T's. And I feel like this is the way to go. That was a nice backflip. I'd give it an 8.4 out of 10, maybe.
That's not bad at all, but 8-Kit isn't bad at all either. Oh, that's scary for Aaron. Because here, it's Ray 5 to find the second as well. So 4 versus 3. Despite DALUYONG having an early advantage courtesy of 8-Kit. Nolan is playing with fire. Well,
that's crazy.
Nolan thinks that he might have been given some assistance, but instead Meow is just going to have a Molotov. It's molly on molly action. Meow will be forced to smoke himself off. He's just buying time for the rest of his team to make their way over. And he realizes that smoke actually helps me. I can go for a swing out, and Meow's got it done.
Lovely double peek. Made it sound like he's just going to run away. In reality, he was just waiting for the bomb carrier to get closer. And Martinez, the last second stand-in instead of Svetahead, needs to clutch it up in a 1v3 or this map is done.
No kit. None on the bomb side either. No sidelines. And not even the first duel going his way. Astral looked like they were in trouble at the initial points. Down 1-5, but they still do manage to bring it all back together for a win over here on Anubis. I don't think we got to see the best out of Astral. GXX still did look a little bit uncomfortable coming into this matchup. We definitely didn't see his best performance. But on the other side, DALUYONG, when eSports stopped being able to carry them through a couple of these, difficult rounds and whatnot.
When especially on the back of a CT site start, a map that they've played quite a lot lately, and they're currently on a 3-map win streak. They beat Havu, Olibet, and Hyperspirit on it in their last 3 encounters. Interestingly enough, though, first map with GXX and of course Swiss on the team will be this Mirage. They've not played Mirage ever since they made the new additions. So yeah, maybe it could be a little bit better. Maybe it could be a little bit worse. We're about to find out.
Now, Pop will be starting things off with a couple of flashbangs and a defuse kit. Well, DALUYONG is looking to make this a quick A-side commitment. 2 smokes. One of them was already used and exhausted. They're trying to fake it out, but the Molotov being filled is not good at all. CT side is going to be able to move up the stairs and cause a lot more chaos. This is going to be a much more difficult bomb plant, but flashes are laid. 8-Kit blind. Martinez blind, but blind doesn't mean they're not deadly. meowpop's left alone. 1v4. Gone. Now, maybe he can take a couple of people with him, but even that's going to be limited to just the one.
I'm actually surprised. I think they were a bit overzealous with the way that they played this retake. Might have underestimated it a little bit. I'm surprised they didn't send more people jungle towards CT spawn, or that the CT player didn't back off earlier, right? Because it felt like they were maybe stuck between 2 minds on how they wanted to approach this. The CT player was staying aggressive, so maybe they wanted to fight a little bit earlier, but then the flashes made him reconsider and slowed them down, and that just left them in a very tough spot. They even had a defuse kit. Another pistol round going in favor of DALUYONG. It's not been too bad when it comes down to it. And Aaron has already made his way in towards ladder. Quite a rapid one he is.
Nimble boy. That's what he is.
Lightning McQueen.
Speedy Gonzalez.
The Road Runner.
Brad Pitt in F1.
I've not watched that movie, to be fair.
It's actually really good.
Yeah.
It's honestly just Brad Pitt being really cool. The entire movie is just Brad Pitt being cool.
Yeah, but
and I love it.
But do you watch F1 generally?
No, I don't.
Right, because I think majority of people
it.
that don't watch F1 thought that this movie was great.
Yeah, exactly. Do you watch F1?
A little bit.
Okay, see, as long as you're not hardcore about it enough to be like, oh, why are they getting this wrong? You're gonna like it.
Sure. Well, if they get this one wrong, DALUYONG, we might be a bit worried, and they might get it wrong indeed. Martinez will get dropped. Aaron's trying to find Neki, who's gotten an AK. They've traded positions. One more player, though, and Aaron seems to realize, but Neki, the timing is so key. Aaron is low on HP. He's even trying to fake the steps, trying to fake the jump. And does he go through the smoke? Just about now, able to get the first one. Esor with the refract and make it a double. Lovely stuff coming out of Esor. Not close. Not even for a second.
Yeah, didn't have my heart in my throat at all, for sure. On an unrelated note, does anyone have a number to a cardiologist?
Couldn't help you. I'm sorry.
Yeah, fair enough. Neck is going to be reinvesting into a Deagle and Kevlar. Swizz is feeling frisky, much the same. And of course, if you want to be reinvesting into a new setup, you can always check out the Lorgar platform, where there's there's something for you no matter what you need. Be it streaming, gaming, sim racing, you've got one solution. It's Lorgar. It's ready to play. Why waste your time with a build when you can waste your time on the game?
Martinez was playing anti-flash. GXX just walks in and sees someone hugging the wall. Oh, that would have been a fun kill.
Yes, it would have.
Unfortunately, it wasn't. A bit sad now. B stack confirmed for the CTs, meaning you're just walking onto an empty bomb site here if you're DALUYONG, so you get that 3-0 right out the bat. Before the first buy of the CTs, that is, of course, so no panic station just yet. It's early doors, but they are making us anticipate these buy rounds a little bit more.
Come on, Ray. We know you've got that Deagle dog in you. You don't need to convince me anymore after Anubis. I will always believe in your Deagle, Ray. Maybe Neki's the one who can make me believe, though.
Tell you what, you get a couple more exit kills. This is actually a very cool round, especially if Ray is able to give us another one. Deeg, of course he will. Of course he does. Give us another one, Ray. Come on. Do it, Ray. Oh, no. That was so close. Man, there's something about Ray in that Deeg. It just hits home, doesn't it?
It does.
He makes it look like the CSGO Deagle.
More importantly, it hits head, dude. It's a good time. Now, I think the question over here is going to be, for this gun round, how does GXX want to play this? Because we didn't see the most impressive version of him coming out onto Anubis. They've now invested into the AWP and waited for it quite a bit too. They don't have kits on any of their players other than Raid 5, who... listen, one kit's fine, but Mirage is a big map. Very quickly, that one kit can prove to be a little bit useless if the wrong area of the map is attacked.
House Wolf, Ray's gonna get tested. Fell asleep a little bit, still able to get away with one. And Neki, in the nick of time, gets past the angle. So they get that man advantage. Neki's low on HP, however, so you have to be careful.
Bombs being planted over here. Esor allowed to commit through. Swizz is waiting for the smoke to dissipate while GXX is having players funnel towards him. GXX cannot afford to miss a shot over here, and he won't. Shot to the head as well, just a boot. And he will need his teammate to start coming through to assist. Swizz nearby will look for the refrag. Buddy, gun in hand, please. 8 kid left alone. 1v3, chances aplenty with the smoke that's down. He needs to have his gun in his hand. Guys, what's going on?
Whew. Thinking about breaking the smoke a little bit too early with that one. They didn't even have the defuse kit on the bomb, so it could have gotten a little bit ugly there if he was successful indeed with that nade break and spam endeavor. But as you said, a little bit difficult for him to dream of something like this. This was the key one, right? If Swiss is unable to get his gun out in time and goes down, this is a very doable round for the T's to hold on to. But first buy round, first round on the board for ASTRAL. A bit of a technical timeout. Hopefully everything's all right. We've had some issues so far. Not too many of them. Are you... You just told me that you don't really play as much Counter-Strike anymore, but are you someone that plays in a room when the lights are on, or are you a lights off cave type of person?
I always have my lights on, dude. I'm super like, hey, I like my natural light. I like things looking like it's daytime.
Oh, that's lovely. He's from the Lorgar. He's from the village hidden in the Lorgar.
Yeah.
Yeah. The Lorgar Hokage. What would the Lorgar... The Lorkage. Yeah, that's him.
What kind of eyes would a Lorgar Hokage have? Like, you know how Naruto has all of those different eyes? What do you think the Lorgar eye would do?
Well, I'm going to give you some lore now. So it's the clan. It's not the place you're from. It's not the country you're from. So you could be from... the land of fire.
Yeah, it's a bloodline.
Yes, exactly. It's just the bloodline.
Yeah, I've seen Naruto. Like you, sorry for context. I read Naruto, the manga, while it was still coming out.
Right.
Like I've been, I'm unnecessarily into these
So
things
we're
once upon a
saying
time.
if it was the Lorgar clan, what type?
Yes.
Okay.
What kind of eyes would they have?
Purple.
I know the answer is. It would be no, not the color. Like, what would the power be? The answer is pretty clear. It would be eyes that allows everything around them to be slowed down, then hyper processed very quickly because their brain processes things so fast. Because everyone knows the normal human eye can only see things in 24 frames per second, while Lorgar eyes will be able to see things like Counter-Strike in 600 frames per second.
All right. So it kind of be like you have the time to control, or you have the power to control time.
No, you just don't lag in your games and have a very good gaming experience.
Yeah, you don't lag in life in general.
Yeah.
Everything's running in 4K.
There you go.
God.
I'm great at plugs, guys. Swizz is feeling frisky out towards middle. He really wishes he had an HE over here. Once GXX up to a late peek down middle. Even if he's playing to deny Aidkid's position, it's not bad. There's no one out in connector, but a grenade will certainly help Neki. He's lucky he jumped up for that one. His grenade didn't really do enough to justify him losing most of his life in this position. Bomb's not nearby. Esor finds Meow, and with the B bomb site being liberated, bomb can make its way over. Swizz is feeling a little bit tense in this moment. Dude, he's really not having the best of games. I know he's had a couple of important rounds, but...
Oh, the bomb is going B. The Opera's up and out.
Yes,
what is going on? Did they just think that the Opera would be in towards short? They just mollied him. He should have been looking in towards the apartments. That's the only place. 30 seconds, bomb drop. GXX is going to get another free EB. Maybe not. Shot is wayward. He still has the util, though. He can buy time.
GXX finds himself another overhead. It's going to be DALUYONG all alone with Aaron, the only representative. Can't get it done.
That was a little bit weird. Did they think that the Opera rotated away? Did they think that he's in towards ladder? I'm not really sure, but we're just running up. I guess we were ready for him to be up the van because he did get the kill from short side onto the first player. But then Swizz is able to get that kill a little bit later, but still gets it. Bomb gets dropped. Lovely navigation around the smoke there from GXX. It's a 4-kill round out of him. Now we're starting to see some of that Bad News Eagles form on show.
Ray 5. Neki, all right. Quick little cleanup crew down middle. Neki wants to be a little bit extra helpful. He might end up slipping over his own mob. Fortunately, the rest of the crew is really quite able. 8K won't be able to find anything with the picked up deagle either. Astral will equalize.
Starting to get a little bit more exciting. It's problematic for DALUYONG though. Again, they win the pistol, they start off a half well, and the moment that the CTs get their guns out, it's not really looking that good. At least they have the money to go for another investment, but no hope in the hands of 8K to try and contest. Early mid control. Nice maneuver out of GXX. Gonna put himself in a good spot, but... Oh, they felt the top mid molly actually. GXX will have to replenish. Nice flash.
He smoke down over here. That's threatening the idea of him pushing through 8K. No, he does get avenged by Nolan. The spam through the smoke is going to be useful for this, but look at what Ray 5 is up to. He wants to start pushing forward into A main. If he can get a deep position over here, then the CTs can recommit back to B, but that's not where the bomb is going. Or maybe it is. Aaron's only just... Is he faking out? This is looking to be very complicated. Ray 5 could just catch out the bomb over here, and he will.
They should know there's a player in Palace
overcomplicated things again. And with Neki finding Martinez, this round has been flipped on its head.
That's very problematic. And now you know, you dropped the bomb, you've seen another Palace player, you're going to be on high alert in towards under and in towards middle. Meow. He's given away his position. A little bit of an oversight, but now you know both these players are coming from Con.
Neki needs to get this one. They're not expecting him to be this nearby, but still 1-for-1 Nolan. Keeps things relevant in Ray 5. Had the ready elevated angle. And Nolan, I mean, he knows he doesn't have time to go around from Palace without making noise. It's just not possible. Might not have time to do anything without making noise. Ray 5 is just huddled away. Nolan doesn't have a choice or a chance over here. 4-3 Astral. They know they've just gotten away with murder. That should never have been permitted.
Did you see what GXX did? He just grabbed the fist bump.
Yeah, because that's what GXX does, man.
Yeah.
He controls the celebration.
Yeah, GXX is the guy. He's him. Although this round it was Ray. Pushing all the way in towards ramp. Getting that kill. Winning the 1v1 in the end. Ray the impact man. Alright. Second try with the A-pop. With the jungle smoke and the stairs molly. Okay, it smokes for both this time. Probably better.
Martinez is down, and they've got opportunities for more. Maybe they bit off more than they can chew with that grenade popping things open. Bomb will be... No, that is denied. Ray 5 able to come through with a quick one, and DALUYONG will not even find the plant, which is very necessary given how much they invested into this round, to be fair.
Ray is a menace. I like the way that he's playing with a lot of confidence, this guy. You see the way that they're stuck in a 4v2, he's like, yeah, you're gonna try and stick the bomb plant, are you not? I'm just gonna jump through the smoke and deny you. Just spam a little bit. He goes for the 1Ds, goes for the cheeky off angles. I'm really liking Ray right now. It's my first time watching Ray play, but I want more of it. I don't know if he's always that sharp, but he's been very sharp in this series.
He's someone to watch out for, that's for sure.
It's either this or DALUYONG are definitely not someone to watch out for. It's one of the two.
I mean, I think it might be a bit of both sometimes. But 8Kid is keeping an eye out for himself. If you won't watch him, well, he's fine with it. He's gonna be a ninja. Sneaky beaky.
That was very quick. GXX was holding. He knows his angles around Palace, 8Kid. You gotta convert this one, though, if you're on the T side.
That's always been the problem. Conversion after an advantage has not necessarily been their forte. This is their map pick, don't forget. Going back over to A is... It's not an easy site to take. GXX might be gone, but... You still have potentially 3 players within quick rotation territory, especially if you're going to be coming in through connector. Ray's position is not the best, and maybe that's going to be their one real solace. Neki, though, picks up a kill, and no, he gets 2. Oh. Ray, fortunately, for the DALUYONG side, will not even get 1. That rotation back into the middle of the site is going to be heavily punished, and with meowpop dying, his difficult game will continue to be just that. Swizz alone, 1v3. A lot to do and very little to do it with. 8kid taking a peek over here would be the end of the round, and he's guaranteed.
I think Ray was surprised by the multi-kill that his teammate gets, and that's why he swings, right? He wanted to try and help him, save his life. He tried to be a little bit too helpful, though. Probably should have let him die, you know? Just play for the round yourself. Neki did a fantastic job getting those 2 kills. This is where Ray is already swinging. He's like, I'm gonna help you. You're getting into a fight. You get the first 2 kills. I'll try and catch them in a bit of a crossfire. It was too late for that, I'm afraid. He read the attempt. It just didn't work. DALUYONG get a fort on the board. Going for a B-pop. meowpop has been left alone.
He's been left to dry a couple of times as well so far, and now it's no different. 1 and 7. He's really not having a good time, and it's about time that they started trying to exploit this B-bomb side. Rare miss out from 8kid, but Swizz has been grenaded back nonetheless. The CT side has got enough utility where you at least think about it, but with Ray dying, yeah, you're out of there. No, Neki, don't commit to this one. Neki, that's not where that incendiary is supposed to go.
Yeah. That was a little bit disjointed. His teammates were already on the other side of the map. He was still trying to find a reason for them to give the round a bash, or at least get a kill before getting out of here, but I am surprised they left the B player all alone, considering they had no vision towards short, right? As far as they knew, they couldn't hear a lot, but as far as they knew, there could be 2 or 3 people walking short. And then the B-pop comes around. There was no support whatsoever for meowpop. Can't really blame him for not getting a kill there. He was fully blinded and surrounded by so many different angles and so many different players. There's the replay. Isolated, alone, afraid, and dead. A great round out of Aaron. We're talking Hungarian Counter-Strike. Aaron is probably one of the main people that come to mind. Ever since 2017, teams like My Revenge, Pixel, Budapest 5 later on, he's been part of the majority of the very successful Hungarian teams, including that Salamander lineup with people like Coolio, like Corey, Torji, Bodito. Quite interesting how all of these people that were not in-game leaders became IGLs, right? Or coaches. Yeah. You've got Flashy and Coolio that played on Salamander and Budapest 5 that are now coaches. Aaron's still active.
I think he might make it there. Eventually. He's just making sure that when he does, he's taken everything he possibly can.
Oh. Double P comes in. One? Yeah, gives the tease away back. There's another double P coming towards short though, and if 8kid is not ready for it, that might drop the bomb. Might not even be in a position to protect it. Deep molly, they can beat that if they want to. MP9 spotted. This is a little bit tricky. Meow goes down. GXX doesn't really want the smoke no more, because he's gonna try and make his way out of there. 40 seconds on the clock. They've decided to try and chase him down.
GXX. His sword is gone. 8kid. Oh, he had a chance over there, but GXX gets off to a Nice streak of form in that last round, 6-5, and Astral are hoping to make this 7, despite some shaky moments in the middle where they've let mid control be compromised. They will, at the very least, be able to guarantee the bare minimum.
I respect the fact that 8kid is still playing Black Bars in 2026, by the way. He's played Black Bars, I think, all his life. There's very few professional players that still do this.
Yeah, I hate it. I've
I
always
did
found
play,
the Black Bars thing.
I played Black Bars in CSGO for a bit.
I've always found the Black Bars thing kind of pretentious, but 8kid, listen, man, if that's the kind of performance you're putting up where you're straight up out-opping the other side on T side as a first pick on the last round of the half, baby, you do what you want.
Yeah. I mean, Shiro's still playing Black Bars. Tessus is playing Black Bars as well, I think. I'm thinking of others. Sampias is playing Black Bars, that's for sure. There's a couple.
Trade is fast to the hair, and the CTs don't really look like they've got a chance to hold on to this A side. meowpop's difficulties will be capped out by a 1-9 performance at the end of this first half. As we go into the second, we are going to need more from him, that's for sure. And the question is, who's stepping up for Astral on this T side? Because CT side, it felt kind of strung together.
Yeah. Still not the worst result ever, considering they did lose the pistol and start a half 0-3. They get a tied score towards the end. Could have been worse. It is a good moment to pick up the pistol if you want to, in the end of the day, 2-0 this one. Of course, we do have another series coming right after this one. That's going to be Hyper Spirit taking on Drama in a bit of a Balkan derby. Hyper Spirit in a very good form right now, so it's going to be an interesting one, Neki. Maybe this is what Astro need. Aaron does get caught on a bit of a weird timing as he was turning around to go for the deeper angle.
Swizz is just playing safeguard over here. His only job is to make sure that they can be completely unworried about Palace presence as they execute over here onto this A-bomb site. The smoke's going to be well placed. I think a top connected smoke should be making things a bit more difficult for Esau, but he beats past it. Will be looking for the early peak. Martinez doubles up with him. Beautiful stuff for the dualies. Martinez, come on! Somebody check him. He's looking too damn good. Hands in the air and waving him like he just don't care.
Aaron doesn't believe what he's just seen out of Martinez, by the way. That's the stand-in. That's the guy that came in favor of Svet ahead instead of him. And he's just stepped up in such a big way. That's both pistol rounds now going in favor of DALUYONG here on Mirage. And that's with the opening. Look at that from the Julies. 1, 2, 3. Goes up the ladder, gets a fourth. Did they get a kill?
It's just farming, man. They do get a kill. Yeah. They do get a kill.
Well, technically 2 of them, because there was a TK in the mix. But GXX did kill Aaron. And that was just a full eco, so it's no biggie. They had the LED AWP on top of the PC. That was cool. Gotta turn it on.
DALUYONG is not in the best of positions over here for this round with the MP9s, but listen, man, if you can take this round away, ooh, money is gonna be pouring from this guy.
All right, ramp push doesn't go too deep. Instead, they double down in towards Palace. SR has gotten deep control in towards the B apartments as well. And walking inside of the smoke is still advised. He was even thinking about going through this one. That is unfortunate. Meow getting just his 2nd kill of the map, but this could be a very important one. B is fully free. It's fully open. They can just run.
That's what they're relying on, but by the time they make it there, they are going to be checking every corner. 8kit has a chance to at least break past. There's no chance for a smoke over here. If Ray wants to go for a fast plant, but the CTs don't get themselves any access points, so they'll move back and save these. Probably they won't be saving much at all. I don't understand why Nolan is back in A. If you're going for a double jump to cat, like what's going on here, man?
I can transcribe that for you. This is a very typical case of it is the right thing to save, but we want to get into a good position quickly, try and get some kills, and maybe go for the round. It could be miscommunication. It could be people being greedy for kills. It could be people disagreeing whether they should try or they should not try to go for the round. I guess for the MP9, it's all right to play for exits because the Ts don't really have a lot of money and the CT economy is pretty solid. The M4 going for the jump is a bit weird, but I guess they just thought it's a quick reposition. You get one kill and then you get out of there. I don't think they were playing for the round either way. I think it was just let's do financial damage to the Ts. This is the real head scratcher. Walking inside of the B smoke. A bit tough.
Meow is going to be put into an awkward position of A if Nolan wants to keep pushing forward. It does feel like one of those positions where we saw so much exploitation of him out towards the B bomb side in about 3 different rounds in that first half that if DALUYONG are able to suss out how he wants to play, there might be a way for them to prevent Astral's equalizing. Unless maybe they just end up enabling his comeback into the game.
Nice opener. That's the under player of Nicky as well. 8kit goes a little bit deeper on that aggression. Much needed considering the lack of utility on the CT side as well. Ooh, Nealon has to be very careful. Ray has seen him. Wallbang, good enough for the kill. It's actually meowpop to get the kill through the smoke.
He's looking for more of a hit. Will not be able to double up. Martinez somehow is able to find 2 in a row very quickly. Swizz needs to make his way back over, but with possession of the bomb, the CTs are feeling particularly comfortable. Shooting a dead body is not going to help you, Swizz. That's a war crime. Martinez right now might be committing some over there as well, and that looks illegal the way he's able to find 3 kills. Turret mode activated.
It felt like they opened up the round very well, but it's the second player towards the back of default that throws a massive spanner into the works. meowpop gets the opening kill. Then you have Ray fighting for Palace, and he was able to actually kill the jungle player as well. It's that one side player that they were unable to deal with, though. Good hold in towards the A-bomb side on the back of that boost that opened towards the apartments. They had the extra bodies on A. But Astro are looking to simplify things. Test Nolan once again.
Nolan's in a okay, never mind. I was gonna say Nolan's in a tricky position, but Astral doesn't care about his tricks. Aaron's the one who's really pulling off disappearing acts, but he's making them disappear. Still 3 versus 2 with the bomb being planted. Refresh on the smoke back in CT, and with both players coming in from CT. There's an op that's asking them, please save me. I don't know why the op sounds so fickle, but will they heed its voice? They do have themselves a kid, a smoke and a Molotov. There's a world where Ray is pushed away, but that world is one that also is accompanied by Meow completely whiffing. GXX plays savior right now, and Aaron running out of bullets, has run out of chances as well. Meow's really not having the best of times, man.
No, that was a little bit weird. He's having a tough map, isn't he? It does happen to the best of us. Thankfully, he's got a bunch of teammates to save him up. And this is good due diligence, by the way. Very good pathing onto the bomb site. Especially when you're doing that smoke into our sandwich, you need to be aware that it spreads like this. This specific lineup always spreads down into our sandwich, and you need to spam it. Forest by coming out of DALUYONG. Eyes on the money. It's actually almost dwindled away. You've got a Big Green, you've got a Famous, an MP9, a Deagle, and a 5.7. Not a single defuse kit. A little bit of utility, some chunks left and right, but nothing too solid and substantial to work with. And if you lose this round, we're looking at a tight game, potentially an eco to follow, so Astral could be taking this one under a lock and key.
It gets feeling like he's in an incredibly dangerous position over there. When the smoke runs out on CT, he does end up abandoning Ticket, but he's got so much to do and he knows it as well. Neki, you're gonna be caught out of it here, Neki. Negligent in middle. And 8kit can suddenly give up the angle. He only needs to make sure that they cannot push him down in CT. Asor's got a flash. If there is any way to activate, that would be it. The smoke and jungle might actually end up helping out the CTs, but they don't realize it's there, so they won't be pushing forward and trying to set up behind it. 30 seconds on the clock, and as the plant goes out, Swizz is only good for one. 8kit's reposition is good, but the flash does nothing to GXX. He's worried about what's coming in from behind, but there's nothing there. It's only the sound of ghosts. Well, there won't be any ghosts on the A side if no one's hitting bullets. GXX needs to reset and move back in, and if the CTs are hoping to take advantage of this moment, he's left alone. 1 versus 2. 8kit coming out from up above. AK in hand, ready and waiting for the peak. Diffuse is not being stuck. GXX believes in himself, but the re-peak will be coming through from 8kit, holding on for dear life, looking to keep on getting aggressive. 10-second defuse, and GXX cannot land a shot to save his own life. And although he's going to peek out after that first kill, he realizes it's just too late. It's just too many missed shots.
This one goes down to the wire. GXX could have won it there and then. Such a difficult spot for the operator. They didn't even have a defuse kit. Might have needed the Palace player to stay alive for a little bit longer. Might have needed someone else to help out. A tactical timeout coming out. This is number 2 for Astral. They still know the money on the CT side is low. That round exchange, that's wounded them. But they do get out of dodge. They make it work once again on the lower buy. And it feels like it's Anubis all over again, but the first half of Anubis where these teams are just exchanging blows. This time DALUYONG a little bit closer to running away with it. And the scary part is whoever loses 2 in a row first is just going to be left in financial misery.
Hey, I've been in that position before.
How was it?
Well, it's got misery in the name for a reason. It's not ironic.
Does it help you at least get the 6-pack out?
Nah, dude.
Yeah.
Nothing helps me get the 6-pack out, man. My abdominal muscles. You know how people are like, oh, I've got abs. They're just shy. No, they're not even shy. My abs didn't show up.
Right.
I could be 3% body fat and I'd still look skinny fat.
Okay.
GXX right now, though, he's looking like he's 3% body fat because he's looking weak. He's had some great rounds in that first half especially, but I think he's only gotten 2 kills in the second half, despite being in positions to do so.
It's been a tough one. Did fail to jump once, so they undo the boost. Neki needs to be careful about the swings from short or window. He's all alone here, and he's gonna die any moment now. Does he get another one with him? Answer, yes. And 8kit is actually fighting this one with his teammate, playing a little bit more defensively, holding towards A. I can't believe they've allowed Neki to get out of here.
Esor. Meow needs to step up over here. He's had such a rough game. Oh no. Cut off.
Neki's coming back middle. He's
but
just
they're
gonna
recognizing it. Nolan will spot him out and Neki doesn't feel... Oh no, Nolan was even just going for the M4. I don't even know if he was checking. Neki has to sprint his way back over towards A main. They might not have a kit, but they've got a smoke down and another one in their pocket. Esor is looking to stick this one out. Swizz can't find the kill. Oh my god, he's so worried. He's so worried. Glock in his hand. He'll get it done, and Neki even covers him up from up above. Astral. I don't know what god is helping them, but it's the right one.
That is pure carnage. It is pure carnage. All the gods have gathered up to help Astro in this one. You're just walking out, crouching, holding D, peeking towards Tetris, spamming all the bullets you had in the AK and getting the Glock out. It could have been back-to-back similar situations that they convert. And now look at the money.
Yeah, the money's not there. The 5.7s have been pulled out. They've got a target in their mind. They really want to take down this A-lurking player. But with 2 in Palace, maybe Meow can be a sacrifice rather than
a
forfeited advantage. He should know that there's multiple people coming over with a flash over there as well. But Nolan finds 2. How do they keep on giving it up? There's weapons to recover.
They know there's 2 more. 1 is missing though, and this Todd is absolutely terrifying. You just don't know where he is. AK and Galil picked up. You've got the Jungle boost coming up. Neki. Important fight. Does he get allowed to cross? That's the question. Spotted out, gets the kill, doesn't even get tagged.
Aaron in so much trouble, and Neki might be the savior for them. These last 2 rounds have been all him.
Can't plan there.
Well, listen, he's had a rough time, man. Neki, untouchable in the wall bangs. 10 to 10, Astral are somehow managing to stay in it.
Not just staying in it, they've turned it around. That was a full investment. 8kid is the only one that was saving up money. Yeah, he's gonna have money for an open the next one, but this will be 4 USPs in a Deke. Up against the MAC-10s, the AKs. This should be 11 Astro. I say should. A lot of things should have happened probably by now today, but they didn't. This is where logic prevails, though. Surely.
Do you think so? Kid? Oh, goodness. Threads a needle, ends up going out between both T-sign players. That's leaving meowpop to farm up a little bit of cash where he can. For the T side, getting a few of these kills with the MAC-10 is not unimportant, to be fair. If you lose out the next round, I think you still have a buy, but maybe you're missing out on like an AK goes out to a Galil, something like it. That's sort of worst case scenario. Nolan. Yeah, they're waiting for him. (11-10). I'm finding it hard to believe that Astral are in a lead over here. It's sort of the opposite situation of Anubis. It does feel like they've had so many opportunities that they've let slip. DALUYONG, on the other hand, have been sharp in their refrags, very good at assessing for where they can start pushing through in the mid round on the CT side. Right now, they're left with 1 chance. GXX, an opportunity for him as well. That's not going to be put to good use. SR. And the quick smoke up from behind him will leave this B-bomb site wanting for utility, as the CTs in general are finding their pockets lighter than they'd like to be. Boost up. Aaron, he just commits even further out into the boost to push himself forward. And DALUYONG, that's the window they were looking for. Neki could, however, still refrag. Neki's been a savior for them, but not this time. Not this time. A source swing gives Aaron the opportunity to get the better of him. Now 5 versus 3. Astral are walking into a loaded bomb site. He's alright.
He's low.
Has in a way. He is, and the flashbang certainly doesn't help over here either. There is isolated back in Ket right. 8kit, it's a rare miss, but how do you give him a chance for another one? 8kit, no! Man. 15 seconds, no bomb. GXX can't even save. Dude, I hate to say this, Ted. I hate to be the one to rag on a player, man, but meowpop.
Yeah, it's been tough.
Yeah.
It's very difficult to say anything. Yeah. It is a must get kill. I think we all know it. I think he knows it as well.
It does just feel like might be a little bit of a case of spiraling, and Astral needs someone to break them out of it. Sure, they've brought it back time and time again, but rounds like that are going to be incredibly disheartening to lose. Three players out towards A. DALUYONG have completely abandoned middle. They're putting the eggs in one basket, but that might make for a damn good omelet. Nolan backs away from the smoke, looking to refresh it, but 35 seconds on the clock. This couldn't be better. But the P side, they're pushing through. Flashes will not be helping them, but the double swing short as hell will. Martinez forced forward by a Molotov and forced back by the flash. That little yo-yo activity is going to be accompanied by demolition, but he's dropped the bomb. They're going to turn the corner, take him down, but what can they do to recover this bomb? 8kit is playing oversight, and with Isor revealing position, that might be too much. Bomb will be picked up. HE makes his way over. It's 8kit to go down. Neki, has he given them that 12th round? It feels like he might have. Aaron cannot get involved. He felt like he was in position to maybe look to deny the plant, but it was planted perfectly. And now Aaron, while blind, through the wall, will find the one kill, but two more where it came from. Neki swings out. GXX is the one to kill Neki. It still gets it done. Astral, you've got to be kidding me.
This is pure chaos. There's nothing that makes sense. All of these rounds, so many situations, so many things going down to the wire. Are we going to be able to get the bomb planted? Is someone going to land a nade on us? Is the bullet going to connect? So many rounds going down to pure carnage. But they're making it work. And the GXX is Neki. Those two have been the heroes of the last couple of rounds, and GXX getting the kill was on his own teammate initially. But able to confirm with the one on Aaron. 12-11. Last tactical timeout of regulation. That's a sure thing to say. Do we get to see another attack until the end of this map or until the end of this game? That's the ultimate question. Astral with a map and match point.
God. What's it going to be, Astral? They know that money's wonky. That should mean the CTs will get aggressive. On paper, that's what everyone thinks. But DALUYONG aren't going to submit themselves to stereotypes in this position. Now he waits. Martinez above and beyond just the lip of connector. But the T's, they haven't really gotten much map control out of all of this utility that they've expended. CTs were never truly contesting middle. And if it's going to be an A-side hit, Esor's move could be what gives them a chance of a flashbang forward. Esor could get them both!
No
the
way.
MP9 double, and they get the bomb as well! And now it's all that carnage, all that chaos coming through, materializing in the hands of DALUYONG. Overtime is guaranteed unless Neki pulls together a 30-second miracle.
There's no way. 28 seconds. He's down to 14 HP at 1 versus 3. I think he knows it. This is impossible. No matter how much of an impact on a good map he's had, 8kid will just shoot him down. This one's going OT. This one's going extra time. And 8kid can't believe it. What an exhausting game that has been for all of these players.
What a play. What a call to push forward with that MP9. 50 seconds on the clock. Knowing how much util the T side still has left, DALUYONG activate the least likely point of attack. Esor is getting aggressive early on, up through short, and HE is not going to do him any favors. Neki spots out Martinez, tickles his toes as he goes out, but it's real tickling coming through middle with the smoke being broken, but Swizz doubles up. GXX goodbye. Meow's not here to provide any assistance, but Raze somehow makes his way inside the A side. News boss Meow can now get involved as well, leaves 8kid alone, but they don't have the bomb. And 8kid could discover it.
He could.
Is it exposed? Is it out in the open? He hasn't seen it.
Nope.
He doesn't clock it.
He's gonna hear the T-side player though.
He make their way over.
One. Now
they see it as well. And Meow saves the day. He's had such a tough time, but breaking into overtime with a big kill and a big win.
They absolutely needed this. T-side rounds are very important going into overtime, and Meow is finally able to find his groove. It's not about how slow of a start you've got. It's all about keeping a presence of mind and stepping up when you're needed the most. That's exactly what he does in this 1v1. And you can see it by the reaction of 8kid. That has been a very tiring game for both these teams, right? We've been going for, I'd say, 2 hours and a half now with this series, maybe a little bit more, and we're just on map 2. It's not been the most rapid one. There's been a lot of crazy moments. A lot of turnarounds.
And man, these technical timeouts have got to be just ripping you apart in your head. But either side. Just the amount of rounds that you're visiting back, and look, we're getting highlights, they're getting flashbacks. That's the difference.
I'm getting flashbacks as well. This highlight from GXX, it feels like that was years ago. That was just from the start of this map.
Listen, man, I'm convinced they picked that up from like a Bad News Eagles demo. Right. Like, hey, slap it on there.
It's actually 2022. It is the Antwerp major.
This isn't even CS2 actually, bro. This is CSGO. What do you mean?
Yeah, we're just running the replay on a different engine.
Yeah, we ever since Valve released the old engine again, we can actually do this. God.
And in case you're just joining in, folks, This is our second map of our second series. We've got one more best of 3. Right after
At
this.
least.
We've got Hyper Spirit taking on Drama. The veto for this game has been even done already, by the way. It's up on HOTV. We're obviously going to talk about it a little bit later on.
Yeah. We already talked about how Hyper Spirit's been having a good run of form, of course. Does Bulgaria have any interesting VRS lands? I mean, you don't have to say the name, but like, is that a thing in Bulgaria?
No, I wish, no.
Why not? Because I feel like every other country in Europe has them now.
Yeah, I could give you a whole bunch of reasons.
Okay.
Maybe sometime, some other time.
All right. Fair enough.
Yeah. There was an opportunity. And there probably will be some opportunities in the future, but not any that I know of for now.
Hey, listen, hey guys, the boys over at Lorgar Rankings, listen, you've been doing a fantastic job giving a lot to CS. Maybe check out Bulgaria, you know? Maybe. Now listen, Ted did have his electricity go out right before we came on air. I'm sorry if I'm not supposed to mention
but you
this,
know
Ted,
what?
but you know what?
Technically, it doesnn't really happen too often. That's why I was very surprised. And Bulgaria has one of the best internets in the entirety of Europe. Our internet is very quick, very fast.
I've heard that actually, yeah.
Yeah, it's confirmed information. I'm not even making it up. We have great internet.
Nice. Man, I wish I had great internet. We actually just launched 5G a couple of days ago, dude. It is crazy how fast it is. Now I feel jealous because my fiber optic doesn't give me as much speed as my 5G does, and I don't know if that's like I don't actually know if that's a phenomena around the world, but yeah. Okay, that's rock, paper, scissors, all right. I got confused for a second.
Right.
I thought he was worshipping the Lorgar computer that he's got in front of him because obviously it's fantastic.
Oh, yeah. Passion and Lorgar.
Passion. It's true.
That's what it's all about.
It is. And look, we've got a lot of distributors
it is the
in a lot of region.
logo. Look at it.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Yeah, it is the Passion. I thought it was just, passion.
They're passionate about Lorgar.
Yeah, but apparently it's a collab. Yeah, that's cool.
Well, listen, if you guys want to check out any of the Lorgar things, then you can go and look out towards the top centrals for Lithuania. You can check out Click for Estonia, Baltic Data for Latvia, and I'm sure there's a lot more where that came from. So go check out their website by clicking the banner down below. I hear knives going shink shank shunk. What's your best, knife impression?
My best knife impression.
Yeah, you gotta make a knife sound, like a CS knife sound.
You're really sure you want to ask that question to a Bulgarian?
Listen, man, I'm politically uneducated, so yes.
Oh, I am kidding. My best knife impression. Let me think about it.
I can do a very good silencer impression.
Do it. I'm not sure that's silencer.
I really damn. I thought I was putting the silencer back on, man. You know when it goes
knife impression. Let me try. Maybe something like Ching. No.
That just sounded like okay.
No, I can't do it. Okay. I'm trying to think, but literally a knife doesn't sound like anything, it's a knife.
Oh, Ted. Was it you who did the really good Zeus death impression? Or was that Zerfer?
A very good who impression?
When you die to a Zeus, the lightning.
No, that was me. I'm not doing that again.
All right, that's a shame. We got anything interesting in the chat, Ted?
Not really. No, we just have someone that wished us a happy partner anniversary in Polish.
Hey, can you read Polish? How close is it to like Bulgarian?
No, I cannot, but I can identify the language.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because like I can identify French, but that's just because it just sounds like hon hon hon. So yeah, I don't think I'd be able to identify French by reading it. This really goes to show you. I studied French for a few years. I've really sucked at it, didn't I?
I did study French as well for the better part of 5 years.
Okay.
Yeah. I had my chemistry in high school in French.
Ah,
And my history. Yeah, it wasn't fun.
Everyone wants to have chemistry with the French. Zaiwo being as good as he is.
Jesus Christ.
What do you mean?
wasn't
Do you want to
fun.
be playing with the best Counter-Strike player in the world?
That's what I'll tell
second
you.
best?
It wasn't fun.
No. Well, I see people spamming crouch on the server. And the timer is going down. So we should be able to re-enter over time.
Pause has been cancelled.
For now.
Look at these Lorgar chairs. They're so sexy.
Dude, they've got chairs too? Actually, they do. That's insane. Ooh.
They look very good.
Indeed, they do. Tableau Blanc coming up from DALUYONG, and they are hoping to look just as good as Lorgar. We know that's not possible, though, but maybe they can get close.
All right, been a while. We had a bit of a break for refreshments, but we're right back at it. Astro, 1 round closer to that magical number 16. That would give them the 2-0 win. Of course, if DALUYONG are able to come out on top in this overtime, that would mean a third map. And the third map would mean Counter-Strike up until very late. That's what it would mean. It would mean that DALUYONG still have an opportunity to make it into that upper bracket game. Playing against the winner of Hyperspirit and Drama, which is our third best of 3 for the day. And next, of course. Round push out of Nolan. He's taking a little bit of gap. That's reactive on the back of the fact that they've lost middle control.
Quick flashbang through for Neki, but he's not going to find anyone there. Plants himself down firmly. The only player down the middle who can actually do anything is Aaron, and even he is giving it up for a more defensive position back into B. They've got their suspicions, and honestly, they might be right. Esor, secondary AWP, are going to be able to find the bomb and confirms that suspicion. Smoke is down, 25 seconds. You've got no choice to reroute. It has to be forward, and Aaron is going to be the stopping power. DALUYONG bring it back to 13-13 with GXX, the only player who had a chance to find a kill in that 1v5. Astral take every step wrong in that process of going to be.
Very well done by DALUYONG. I'd say it was just an unwinnable situation with the read that they had. They heard the player going in towards window. One moves back in towards kitchen and is just holding for that window guy. You have the open B who's ready to welcome the first guy, and then he just jumps and runs towards the back of the bomb site or bench. That sets up the bait for the player in car. It was just very well orchestrated by the CTs. Ooh, tagged him down.
Through the floor. Idkits found himself Neki over here as well. DALUYONG are really using that reset from the technical the only way they could. Just forgetting everything back and trying to get back in the flow state. If not for hero moments from Neki predominantly, this would be a very different game, but Ray 5 and GXX want to bring back those heroes into the limelight.
Massive kill out of the Palace player. Swizz will go down in towards connector, but the bomb is already making its way back towards the B bomb side. They should know there's an AWP here. It's all about how quiet he could be. Jump, that's going to give away his position. Tough spot now. Esor needs to step it up. First kill confirmed. Low on HP. GXX needs to try and run him down. Bait of the shot is good. Refrag goes in. 45 seconds. He's all alone. First opportunity missed. He's the one with the bomb. Needs to wait for Ray to come in from short.
Just scoped in, worried about a player coming in and wrapping around from the side. It's Ray 5 who's going to be given Dust to deal with that. But as GXX makes his way over, this feels like a losing battle for the T side. The CTs only have to stay true to their aim, and that's exactly what they're going to do. GXX though is relocated, coming in from this side. Are they keeping an eye out for this? Nolan certainly is. Nolan gets it done. GXX, it's a hero's attempt, but it's not enough at all. I mean, Swizz dying like that in connector, giving up the 4 versus 3 without any flash, without any help. He's so sure about the rotate despite not showing any presence. I don't know if that's a reaction to the consistent A main pushes that DALUYONG has gone for quite a few times, but just doesn't work for them there.
No, it doesn't. And GXX is going to be hitting himself after this as well, because he had a couple opportunities to get a kill in towards the B-bomb side. The AWP simply did not connect. Now we're moving on to the CT side of things. This is where you need to do the job, and DALUYONG keeping this one very simple. That's going to be a straight up plane towards the A-bomb side. Ray needs to be very careful.
Big kill. Swizz. Oh, he's been raided down over here as well. Tees will be able to plant the bomb. There's no way for the CTs to actually disable that for now. Neki does get a kill through the smoke, but it's too late. Esor is pushing past and moving into him. You can't miss shots like that, GXX. It's a hard shot to hit. There's no doubt about that, but Neki's now been left out to dry, and Meow's been asked to do all too much. 1 versus 4. And it's not really the man you'd want to have in this tricky position. He's going to be caught out to the side. Good for another quick kill. Tap on the bomb. Does have a kit, but will not be having a chance to get onto it and properly secure. Trying to move back and save that rifle into the next round will also not work for him. 13 to 15. DALUYONG are looking to make this 3 maps.
And they might as well do it. It's been such a hard fought for battle between the two teams. DALUYONG have really gone far and beyond. And Astro had their chances. They haven't really been able to capitalize, though. It's been a very difficult map for them to get into. GXX, short jump out of the open, mid presence. GXX is able to provide that 1-for-1.
Good. Edkit's just playing distraction right now. And that might not necessarily work. Ray's back in A. He's had some magical moments over here, but with Esor covering off his cross, Aaron gets a flick back. Neki's gone. He was never healthy enough to really take that fight. Ray gets one of his own, drops the bomb in that process. HU will be eaten. But as his teammates will take their sweet time to make their way over, it's a backstab that they'll always have to be worried about. 8kid is coming in. DALUYONG is buying time and space. They're rerouting back to B, and GXX looks to interrupt. Meow, his only job is to stay alive. Will he be able to do so over here?
Big
yes,
kill.
he can. Does even more than that. Quick kill found, and with 8kid dying in his route to A, they recognize that that's likely where the bomb will go as well. A Molotov down under, allowing for the relocate, but a smoke down will give them the opportunity to plant. Ray's on the move, coming in from behind. Bomb yet to be planted, but it will be tapped. Dazer's being dialed, and GXX to lead. Meow playing for the trade. Esor playing up close, will be tagged up. Meow gets the headshot as well. Martinez knows there's one more where that came from, but would he ever expect Ray coming in from behind, pushing through? Ray gets the timing. It's going to be 14 for Astral.
What a big round. And once again, it's meowpop that gets that so important kill. He needed to win that fight against the jungle player, against the kitchen player, sorry. It's absolutely mental what we've seen, and Astro are just like this, 1 round away from OT. Number 2. Still trying to pick up the pace, still trying to put the pressure. No aggression at the start of this for the CTs. DALUYONG just spread around, playing the default. SR was thinking about that opening pick in towards the B apartments. They're double opening on the T side.
Never fun. Always feels like it's a losing decision to make, but is there an AK for Esor to move back and pick up? I think that's a big question. And it feels like there is. Yes, there is. So he'll be able to default back into a more average buy. Or more standardized, however you'd like to put it. But Ray will be tagged in its route forward in through A. Doesn't spawn out how many players there are, nor the fact that Bomb was there.
Bomb is doubling back.
Yeah, but GXX is in a forward position with an AWP over here in B.
Yeah, this is a great spot. He does deploy the deep smoke. Meow able to get one spraying and praying, and he will get a little bit of support. You gotta be careful.
GXX.
They'll start hearing the steps. He knows they're coming B.
Incendiary overhead. They're moving through it. GXX misses the shot. You can't afford to be missing those. GXX is trying to get the hell out of there. Will be able to do so. Sways repositions, even tries to fight back, but GXX has lost his life in the meanwhile. It's all down to Ray. When will he take the peak? That's a big question. Starts to look forward. Esor's found another one, and it's Neki on the bomb side who's got to pull out a miracle while Meow comes in from behind. Meow activates. Esor low. Aaron just as low, but Esor doesn't care. He's been the man of the hour in overtime. Neki waits for him to make a mistake, but that error is never coming. Ray now on the move, loses his life. Esor's doing it all. 16 for DALUYONG. They'll take us to map number 3. Astral had every opportunity in the world to close it out in 2, Ted.
There's no way they've done it. No way. They've just closed it in that type of a fashion. Not in that type of a round. That's a 3 versus 5.
Them showing up the way that they did in Mirage, because both are exciting and both have a lot of firepower. But one of those I look at and say, okay, they're probably not going to miss every shot in a 2 versus 2 for 3 rounds in a row. The other, less so. And when you're looking out towards a map like Dust2, the further away we go from structure, the more we go out towards bugging and having to make these spur-of-the-moment individual outplays. Yeah, I have more questions for Astral than I do, funnily enough, for DALUYONG. For DALUYONG, Esser's proven himself being able to step up in difficult times. I think 8kid's been reasonably consistent when he's given all of his resources. And Aaron, man, I mean, if Aaron shows up the way he did in map number 2, they're in for a good time.
This round started. Double flash for meowpop. Smoke in towards the B split. Flash is up. Aaron will open things up. Esor should be a dead man walking by the Glocks, and Swizz will run him down. 2 more players towards the back of the B bomb side, but both of them with a very tough task at hand. 8kid, oh my god! He's found all 3 of them somehow, all alone on an island. Doesn't really bother him too much.
That's a statement start to things for your Opera in Dust2. I think that's a pretty good way to let people know that you're going to be having a good time over here. If 8kid doesn't get these kills, I mean, you're looking at a very quick pistol round loss for DALUYONG. Beautiful on every one of them. Full eco coming out from Astral. They don't want to be taking any risks about this. They want to move into the next one with AKs on AKs. Whew. Thank you, Neki. I'll take 1 more of those, please. Thank you. Force was a big man in Mirage. A lot of good moments coming out from him there. Recovered M4 over here as well. Not many ways you can set this one up for success. You've only got that one flashbang. GXX, the one to have it in his pocket. Martinez forced back into his USP, and he's reminding them the pistol rounds. Well, pistol and pistols can still find success over here. 8kid, what he did with the USP, he looks to replicate this time with the silenced M4. Ray moves forward with the bomb to try and plant, and that attempt goes by. No, 2 kills and a full eco. Not bad at all.
It's very decent. I don't know about you, Moon. I was thinking about it a little bit during the break, but can you make it up in your mind who you're looking at as the favorite on this map? Do you have any place, any direction that your heart leans towards, or?
Dude, my
Not
heart
really.
leans towards Astral, but my brain says DALUYONG, honestly speaking.
Sure.
Astral just had so many moments to close on Mirage, and this is still a relatively new assembly of players. This isn't like some of the other matchups that we've had in Group A, B, C, where one team has very clearly been given at least a couple of months to be put together. Astral, I mean, with their new players coming in, it feels very fresh and still very susceptible to mental breakdowns. Just like me, for real, for real. Ah, Ted. I appreciate me so much sometimes.
Well, I don't know what to say. The only thing I will say is that when you say for real, my brain just wants to turn off. I don't think I'm ready for this. I don't think I have the mental strength. But hey, you know what? The young generation.
Oh, good peek. Say goodbye.
Wait.
Bomb's on the ground. Nolan pushes forward. Nolan picks up another one. You can't recover the bomb. Not like this. Nolan's on the move. He's hightailing it back for long. I don't know if Ray's heard him over here either. He's just completely trapped, but the flash is great. Oh, they've got access. They've got access to the site. Neki repositions. Ray moves back in to check the back lines. Nolan felt like he'd got the best of him, but the CTs, despite their best efforts, are going to forfeit that first gun round. Martinez, this is not undoable. Every player is low.
He's all alone though. So many different angles to be worried about. Short, side, long, potentially someone coming in from the back. I think he's already thinking about a save. Get a couple of kills on the way out. Then you look at the CT side economy, you realize how vital holding onto that M4 actually is. Oop. Might have had an opportunity to drop GXX, but I feel like it's a bit of a gentleman's agreement between the two sides. We win the round and go away without any more fights, and we let you hold on to your M4. Gosh, that got close. The tunnels push, the kill, the drop bomb, the follow-up, the low HPs. A couple of bullets could have made a difference. Astral do get their first round on the board. I will still say, I think in terms of pure skill, there isn't too big of a difference between the two teams right now. And I think 8kid has been playing very well. But I would still favor Astral a little bit. I think the pressure got to them on the second map. Yeah.
I mean, look, there's certainly an argument to be made for that. But yeah.
Failed mid-smoke.
The stack out towards the A bomb side is going to be critically assisted with Nolan's 5-7. If they want to get any sort of mid access, Nolan's supposed to be the player to guarantee at least one kill. That's his job. Because this is certainly a winnable round. The longer this goes, the more likely it is that it goes wrong for Astral.
CT's out of Utah already. Is
Martinez
it just a
wants
mid?
to play.
Whoa, the bait will be good enough. Oh, the 5-7 has given away his position. This is perfect case scenario for the T side. Ray has shut down the aggression in towards long. They're starting to deal with this. Low HP on two of the players, though. Where do you go? 40 seconds. You need to make a commitment.
Back out towards A, where 8kid lies with the AWP. You've got flashes galore, so at the very least, there's no excuse to not be able to scale up, and those flashes are far, far away. If you speed up too much, 8kid's going to be given a couple of freebies of a hey, they need to
Are they going back?
be better with their util. They've got only one flash left. They're relying on this car player to push forward and get the kill. Ray has found Nolan, sure, but not 8kid. 8kid, that one miss could be everything, but he's still giving them a chance of it. Waiting for the push forward. Refaces through. 8 seconds on the clock, and the CTs are left in a one-on-one. GXX comes out on top in every way of the word.
Even getting his hands on the AWP, he realized he just needed to get that one kill. The moment that you're left in a 1v1 and you know exactly where the last CT is and he's right in front of you, the task just changes from planting the bomb. You just need to go for his head. Massive effort out of 8kid. He's been trying his absolute damnness to win them as many rounds as possible here on Dust. Even with the best shot, he's still able to provide so much impact. Slowed him down so much. They finally have been reset. The CTs, that is. And Astral might start taking control of this one. At this point, it's fair to assume. Remember how 1 hour ago we had the veto for Hyperspirit and Drama ready?
Yeah.
It's easy to assume that these players are also watching this game and just being in a bit of a waiting party.
Okay. I know it's on an unarmored USB. But pretty is still pretty.
Pretty is still pretty. You know, these are the kills that give you satisfaction and confidence as a player. You get a couple nice one-taps and a couple nice pickups. It doesn't really matter if it's a gun or a pistol on the other side. You just start feeling the game more.
Yeah. Or you miss 2 shots and get the kill on the 3rd. Well, you've still done the job, but you realize how bad you are at it. I am exhibit A of that.
Right. What are we thinking about E-Source combo? The Vice and the Free Hand.
Dude, the heroic sticker kind of sells it for me.
Oh, you're
like
talking about the USB?
Yeah, I mean with the.
I was talking about the knife and the gloves.
Oh, I was talking about the USB gloves combo.
I mean, the USB gloves is fine, because there's pink on both.
Yeah, and the glitter sells it for me. What was the knife? Is it the purple one?
No, it was a Free Hand. I mean, it has some purple on it.
Yeah, isn't the Free Hand the purple one?
It's not fully purple.
Yeah, but it's got the purple writing on it, right?
Yeah. It's got a little bit of it.
I think a Free Hand knives are generally kind of ugly.
I'd agree. All right.
But to be fair, I don't think I'd afford a knife when I would rather buy a Lorgar PC. Because that's truly pretty. Naki finds Martinez with a great flashbang push through that mid-smoke. They rely on there being only one. It's a gamble, but it pays off.
It's a good swing through the smoke. I think it's because they heard all of that presence since Wars Long. They heard the 2 or 3 sets of utility, so they knew there was a 3-man start Long to take control for the CT, so that's why he decides to take the chance and walk through the smoke. Good presence of mind. Decides to go for the play, makes it work, and now, especially with the lack of an AWP for the CTs, it's going to be a lot easier to take map control. Only issue is the bomb is still dropped in T-spawn, so eventually Ray will have to go back and take it. Are they pushing? They are re-clearing middle.
You wanted to switch the shoot out over there. Just take a quick spam through.
Iron is trapped.
Well, they might be feeling differently about that one. Aaron and Nolan have still been able to find the 2 kills down middle necessary to bring it back to a 3 versus 3. They quickly re-clear out B, and that's where AidKid gets called into action. Does he come in from behind and try and get a fast flying through short? Well, that's a possibility, but the problem is it doesn't really add much that the T's aren't already expecting or looking out for. There's not a timing you can catch or anything of the sort. Bomb will be planted in for short, so AidKid has a lot to do here. Peeking forward, his first duel will be versus Meow, who's been having tough times all day long. AidKid brought back in. Why are you pulling out your knife, buddy?
Didn't seem to realize there was a player right in front of him. Might have been a miscom moment. He was trying to close in the distance, maybe thought that the player right in front of him would try and run back towards the bomb side, or he just didn't realize he's there. One of these moments where the comms could have been one guy short, and then he kills the player on short, so he doesn't realize it's somebody else.
Dan, has anyone ever told you you're a master of miscommunication?
Me?
Yeah, because that made a lot of sense to me.
Yeah,
I mean you're good at understanding miscommunication.
I have played the game. It has happened to me a bunch.
I've been yelled at for that call, actually.
You can always count on a Bulgarian to explain to you why a specific round got screwed up, you know? What went wrong? Who had the big F up, you know? We're very good at this.
Come on, man. Come on, man.
There's no explanation for that.
Well,
oh god.
Martinez.
Oh god, he's dinked another one. You know what? If Nolan wasn't starting his journey from South Africa to arrive here, I would have believed that they could pick up the round. 8kit's even got a defuse kit. No armor, but defuse kit is there.
It works.
So yeah, that would have been nice, but Nolan's already holding on to the AK. 8kit could give this ninja a go. I really want to see him do it. He's got a smoke, he's got a kit, he doesn't have the armor, nothing to lose. Just go. Do it.
He needs to get this kill on the Ray first. Nah, I can't find it.
Nice try. I rate it. I rate the attempt. Imagine if Ray just decides to jump down CT or runs long with his teammates. It could have worked.
Yeah. But Ray won't let that happen.
Yeah. By the way,
yes.
You want to hear something funny?
I mean, I feel like we've just really done Meow dirty over here with that replay. Sure, let's distract the people. Man, I feel you, dude.
Okay,
I feel you.
Never mind. We can focus on that. I won't do it.
He's just not having a good day right now. That's all.
No, no, no.
That is the universal sign of, man, what am I doing? Please. Please make my hands work.
It's just one of these days, you know?
Yeah.
CS2 is that type of a game. One day you're going to go in and it's going to feel like it's the most responsive, best thing you've played ever, and all the bullets will connect. Some other days you'll just go in and the bullets won't want to go in. That's how it goes.
Ooh, bullets want to go in and 8kit's head there, that's for sure.
There's the support out of meowpop. He might not be able to get the kills, but that flash was great. That's the flash that sets them up with the opening.
Repake back from GXX. He is playing with fire and it is burning him. He's set again with 2 players out and short necky, buddy. You're kidding me. That is illegal.
Why is Nicky alive? He's so low on HP. He got a kill.
Don't have the bomb.
Ray drops Martinez. They should know there's another player in for short. Nicky knows it. Just jiggling, just spamming. Oper down CT. This is such a weird round.
They don't have the bomb.
What?
Esor can still win this.
Is the bomb in T-spawn?
Yes, it's in T-spawn.
Oh my god.
Esor can win this. There's 30 seconds left. If he finds the kill on the Necky, this round could very well be gone. They don't have smokes for the cross. And at what point does Esor start to think, well, not now. That's how much I can tell you. He's worried about them hunting him down. He thinks they're extending time to try and find this missing weapon. Still lose it. He might still lose it. Esor finally takes out Necky.
Yeah, needed that kill. That's going to be the old salvage for the next round. It is very weird how many times we've seen them just leave the bomb in T-spawn and having to go back and recover it later on. All right. Nice opener coming out of Necky. Good flash from Meow, and 8kit is... Ooh, he's very furious. Very unhappy with it. And you can probably understand why. Aaron, again, doing the majority of the talking in the pause, trying to come up with somewhat of a solution. So far, this has been the most comfortable map we've seen in the series. For the sake of Astro, I guess this is a good thing. But they have been starting to open up a bit of a gap. DALUYONG won the pistol, they won the second. Ever since, there's been some scrappy rounds, but in general, it is Astro dominating. And every single time I look at that Passion Lorgar PC, I'm just thinking, this is so damn sexy.
GXX. Oh. Thought for a second Aaron wanted to take a gander, but it's Nolan instead who will take the grave. One for one. As 8-Kit sings.
Gets blinded by a teammate, Neki. Not the most ideal way this could have gone.
Swizz has the bomb.
Get out of there alive. Yeah, long push out of 8-Kit is interesting.
This is really dangerous. Swizz realizes it as well. GXX has been told, hey, can you please cover off long? But they want to retake it. They don't have the double swing weapons that you want to have in this situation. 8-Kit has the advantage, shadow advantage, weapon advantage, even in the 1v2. Oh, good peek from Swizz, beautifully done. Jiggles it out, and now Aaron at least has knowledge of the bomb, but GXX is the one with the quick hands, lightning fast on that kill.
That was such a big kill onto 8-Kit. This could get so damn scrappy if he wins the fight against the rifle. When you were spot on, you've got the Opera with the bomb on his back trying to go for a refrac on that type of angle where he's gonna spot the shadow with the AK. And if you're remembering 8-Kit's reaction to the previous round, well, just wait to see his reaction to losing that fight. He didn't in particularly do anything wrong. Swizz just beat him in the 1v1. And Esor will actually peek into the op of GXX and win the fight. Issue is now they know exactly where he is. They should prioritize probably holding on to GXX soap. But the hunt might be on. It's not a sure thing Esor survives. He will get surrounded by a couple of players any moment now. Flash comes in, low HP player doesn't peek. They seem to realize exactly where he's off to. Now they've seen him, there goes one, and the kill coming in. Now this is a little bit problematic. 8-Kit won't really have that dropped op. I think they should have enough money to put him on one though, and yeah, he's gonna go and instantly purchase it. But this is starting to slowly run away from them.
And it's good to see Astral stabilizing things. 7 in a row now. DALUYONG have not been able to find anything as far as the gun rounds are concerned. There's been a lot of really close moments for them, but close moments aren't enough. Aaron getting ready for what looks like a faster play out for the T side. If you want to get some faster plays, you can get your sim racing gear and more from Lorgar. Check them out, our partners who are making this entire tournament possible with the help of Lorgar. 8-Kit's position over here is tenuous, but a critical kill.
He's just
what he doesn't realize is
I'm going all in. Look at it.
The bomb's always in T-spawn. The bomb is always in T-spawn for this team.
He's so furious that there's someone in that position to kill him. Neki, he's walking out B. Timing is very good for him. There's a smoke. There's the molly. Flash in. Can't really stop him. Needs to break open. Doesn't get spotted out. He's done such a perfect job to secure the bomb site. What? He just swung the smoke.
I know you can't see me, but I am scratching my head quite literally.
Neki was even trying to dodge a flash because he's thinking, okay, even if they want to swing the smoke, surely there's going to be a flash. There was no flash. It was just a random swing through the smoke. And he nearly died because he started spamming it. That would have been funny. He's down to 2 HP. But that's rounds on the T side already for Astro. And Martinez, the one man left, holding on to the Ope. Ray is on the hunt. And I'm afraid this time around, if you do end up losing that big green, you won't really have one in the next round. So this kill was quite important out of Martinez. I've heard that people called that way are quite decent with the gun.
Yeah, for a while.
Oh, he's still doing all right.
It's okay.
He'll be playing a major.
Who isn't these days?
Hey, man. You were saying that? I don't care. Is it a major? It is a major.
No. Of course, it's very impressive what Martinez has been able to do.
No, I just need to defend the point that majors are majors because Rainmaker is about to play one, you know?
Ah, yes.
Yeah.
Like I said, who isn't these days? Ray's gone and Aaron is the one to put him in the grave. Astral is losing numbers. And DALUYONG is gaining hope. It's a trickle, not a torrent. And
It's
they've got
torment.
audible. Oh. That's very philosophical of you. Aaron, ay, buddy.
That doesn't work.
Not fantastic,
push.
but Nolan coming in from behind is going to at least give them a fight back. Swizz, one-on-one on the bomb side itself. You bring this one back and you've got your, a real shot at making this a bomb plant 1v2, but with no kills found, it's going to be 3 for DALUYONG secured.
Yeah, much needed. I mean, I would say at this point they need 4 just in order to stay remotely relevant going forward, but they just take anything that they can. It has been very tough. It has been very, very tough on Dust2, and this is with the pistol round going their way as well. They started off the half strong, looking to finish strong again. A bit of a long pop coming out of the T side, but a later one. Ray. This smoke is a little bit too deep, so he can just jump out with a flash, and Nolan is alone. He's all alone.
Oh, that's big. Quick little cha-cha slide from Ray.
Guys on middle. You do have someone to cut off rotations. They will commit to the A play. 8kid is very ejected from all of this, though. And that could be an issue, because he's the oper, right? And there's no way for him to rejoin his teammates without dealing with the mid presence. So chances are the moment he tries to climb up short, meowpop is going to be in a very good spot to punish him.
Look, at the same time, Astral are taking their time with this. They're expecting the CTs to make a mistake of a hit, but with 8kid having cleared out the upper B tunnels, even if they get a kill onto 8kid, it doesn't feel like it's going to matter. They can't rotate backwards. Aaron recovering that off is a mistake. Smoke now down. A flash perhaps would be all they need, but flashes don't matter when Necky's the one receiving them. Martinez good for 1, trying to hold down the line. 2 big kills, could have been 3, but even that would have not been enough. 9-3, Astral in firm leads coming out of that first half.
Yeah, this is much more like it. This is the convenience that we wanted to see. This is the certainty that we wanted to see out of Astral throughout this entire game. They finally showed that they can dictate the tempo, sorry. And 8kid looking a little bit fed up with everything that's happened so far. Died a couple times from behind. A couple of moments where 1 kill out of him could have saved the rounds, but he couldn't get it over the line. And it's a bit unfair to say because he's, I think, been their best player. I think he's been the only one that's been able to, I guess, do somewhat of a positive change on the server.
Oh,
and
that's multiple players with headphones
off. Yeah, I'm not really sure what's going on.
3 people?
All right.
Hey, listen. The players know how to get that quick plug in. I'll let you know that much.
And in case you were wondering, Lorgar, the best headsets, the best PCs, the best chairs, desks, and everything for gaming and esports. Lorgar.
Anger management? Bro, they've got anger management? Yo, I need that in my life. It said they've got a fidget for anger management. Do you understand the problems I have regulating my emotions? And a mouse pad, baby, let's go. Come on, let's get this product demonstration, keep it going.
That's the best advert we've ever done, and it's just a freestyle from the players. No one's told them to do this. They're just doing it from the bottom of their hearts.
Oh, dude, that's hot.
I won this.
Why
do they get a keyboard and I don't get one?
Bro,
I want this keyboard.
StarLadder, get on it, man. I will make all of these plugs happen in every camera segment, okay? I will live and die by the Lorgar name if they've got keyboards that look like that.
Sure.
Bro, Lorgar European kings, the king's gotta have some peasants. Can't I be the peasant?
Oh my god.
You'll make me your peasant, Lorgar.
All right. I think we can all calm down.
I would if I had an anger management fidget.
I don't know. Can we talk about the game, please?
Well, Neki doesn't want us to until he gets a chance to frag out. And with his dual leads, that chance might be coming. Swinging out into 3, only good for the 1. And well, even that one is Ray taking it away.
Bomb out long. GXX through the smoke. It's a bit of a brave maneuver. Doesn't quite pan out for him. And they've spotted the dual Berettas in towards the Nose. Ray has dropped Aaron. Does the long player want to go for the swing with the bomb on his back? Probably not. That's going to give Ray time to reposition in towards that bomb site. Should be ready for more. They fired a shot. He's heard the steps now. Ray needs a big play. Tapping. One more. Around the box he goes. What is going on? Ray around the Rosie Ray. What in God's name was that?
No. Shot. Bissell King
up.
Ray.
Shut up. He just didn't do that.
Oh my god, please.
He didn't.
Please. Bing. There's a bang. And then there's a boom.
And that was an ooh, let me quit.
Things that anger management will do for you. He looks cool under pressure.
8Kid has been doing a very good job at managing his anger, I want to say. He's been playing very well, but it's been a very unfortunate game from his perspective. So, yeah, I think he's been doing all right.
Speaking of unfortunate.
Yeah, oh, it was actually an eco, not even a half investment. They didn't get the bomb planted. So that doesn't lead to a lot. 11 rounds on the CT side. Astro, 2 more rounds to close this series. Of course, this is our penultimate series of the day. We still have 1 more game to go, and it's going to be in the same group D that is. We've got Hyper Spirit taking on Drama right after this one's done. And the winner of this one is going to be playing the winner of the next.
Deep incendiary. Aaron's able to escape. The CTs are very heavily collecting around the A site itself, and with Nolan just spamming out Neki, you've lost full control over middle. Your only option of retaking has to be through short, and at some point the Thieves are going to realize that. There's that little timing that you're looking for with the help of a flash, but the Thieves are already avoiding this. Aaron have to be very, very careful. You have the bomb. A reroute back to B is their only real option. Ray's offering out a boost for GXX. Meow finds himself just the 1, but they do pick up another with the help of GXX, and now pushing forward. It's Aaron and 8kid. 8kid is with a scout, and Aaron is without too much HP at all. Aaron loses his life, bombs on the ground. 8kid trades. It's back to GXX from the AK. Out and about, and 8kid with a quick little scout headshot. Bumps out round number 4 for DALUYONG.
And you can't really blame GXX for going for the swing, by the way, because he knows there's a scout on the other side. He's got an AK, full HP, swing. He doesn't hit the headshot. He's dead, and I've won the round. That was the only way that 8kid clutches up, and that's what I mean when I say he's been trying his absolute best to save them. He really has been.
Push out from Astral into the B tunnels is going to be inevitable. Martinez chance to pick up a few, but a 1-for-1 Neki has more than done his job.
That forces them to go long. And the CTs should know this. The moment that you get a kill onto Martinez like this and they've pushed you away from long, you re-clear a middle. If you don't see anyone, this is going to be a long play, but the T's are still backing off towards T-spawn.
They're hoping that the timing works for them rather than the actual position.
I mean,
Refresh back out into mid-smoke.
It is very difficult to get the right read if you're Astral right now. They've left the B bomb site fully. Neki should go back, and he's got a Molotov and an HE.
Oh, he's lost out the HE, but they've also lost out A-Kit with this, so they can feel a lot more comfortable. Neki, Util making its way over. Drops out the incendiary. That's not going to do anything to the players coming over, but at least Aaron dies after... He's already got the kill, so advantage will be maintained. Sways tries to push forward, but it's GXX to trade. 1-for-1, and now GXX is the one who's low. Again, a 1-on-1.
They all lined up in front of the smoke, did they? Because one player tried to walk out. He was the one that got spotted, and then 2 bullets just got a double kill. That's a bit of a mishap coming out of Astral. Actually, all 3 were there because the Opera was able to get the refrag. All of them were just staring at the gap. All right. Is this where an 11-3 game starts getting dangerously close? Another technical timeout, I think.
Are we about to see more products that are going to blow my mind?
I mean, they have typed ready in the chat, so I think we're getting right back at it.
Okay. I've also been taking a look at, we've seen actually quite a few different kinds of drinks, like health drinks. Like we've seen vitamin water, we've seen vitamin B plus specific drinks and whatnot as well. Yeah, it's interesting.
All right, full eco, flash long, fight together. 1 kill confirmed. Not much more. This is going to be 6 on the board for DALUYONG. 5 rounds the difference. I think he's the one looking for something with that deke. He's heard the steps of the player in middle. That is Aaron, and he will be able to tag him, not quite frag him. Let's get
okay. 6-11 for DALUYONG, 1 gun round away, maybe 2 gun rounds away from maybe convincing yourself there's a prospect of relevance. And when you look out to the buy that Astral are bringing to the table, maybe there is. Maybe there is. Aaron's getting exploratory. B-bomb site play over here. It's not really what you want. Neki and Meow are so hyper committed out into the site. Aaron does find Ray, but that's what means that the B side have a little bit of freedom out in the map. Aaron needs more. Aaron will find it. Massive kill. And it leaves everything onto GXX, who's just not been getting that critical frag that he's been looking for every single round.
How has he done that? He's down to 18 HP. They're just getting all the headshots. Suddenly, the energy around this map has just changed in such a massive way. Just a couple of minutes ago, I could swear that this was just going to be a 13-3 in favor of Astral. Now DALUYONG, I think they're making everyone believe that they can do it. Aaron just ran out short and got a triple kill.
And that's called calling.
Terrorists win.
$11 to 7, potentially 11 to 8 on in the cards here. And with the buy that they've come through, where the Astral are not going to have the best financial situation in that next round either. This is one of the things I like about the StarLadder UI that they have put together. I like the little red money marks. If anyone's watching back home, that means that they will not be able to have full grenades and rifles with the loss bonus, and they should get in case they lose this round. And with the kind of investment Astral are putting in, they will be left wanting in the next round unless they get a few kills here.
Ooh, double cross. 2 players spotted. What is the idea? They do have a bunch of smokes. They do have a bunch of HEs, so you could make it somewhat interesting. The T is not really taking any chances though. Spreading around the map. Very protocol U to win plays. CT re-smoke middle, but the T's have pushed away in towards short. Tunnels control still in there, looking like a bit of an A split potentially. Could be a B split as well, actually. They do have all possibilities out. Audible steps. Ray has heard him going back. This flash will give it away though. Not sure if they needed that. It will be a mid to B. Neki and Meow. Time to step it up. They do have a smoke. Neki's gone down though, and Meow, he needs something special.
Well, yeah. Aaron's pretty special. I don't know if that's quite what you meant though. There is value in saving these 3 Kevlars, if I'm honest. With the money where it is, rather 2 Kevlars, GXX can throw his life away.
Right, man.
Listen, man. They've not gotten a single kill so far. And with Swizz on 1200, Meow and Neki on 1500, well, so I'm glad Ray gets something done at the very least, but this is not going to feel good.
All right. Aaron did go down. He was low on HP. I was just going to say, running at him. But thankfully, so did GXX. So no one's going to be able to lay hands on the rifle. From the CT side camp, that is. And now the difference is just 3 rounds. This is 5 in a row that DALUYONG have won. Been a pretty lengthy one.
Well, it's not terrible from Astral, but they are giving up on a couple of kits, maybe some flashes as well. They won't have the extra flashes on the ground that you love to have in Dust2. And right now it's Ray trying to survive. He's going to lose the only kit that the CT's purchased out deep into long. That automatically becomes an objective that you're going to try and retake should this be a late round situation. Swizz gets lucky with one. GXX is getting unlucky with his. 4 on 3. As DALUYONG are going to put Astral in a position where they are fully crippled. There is no reason
Gotta save.
to try and contend this.
Gotta call this one off. Hope's not been able to connect for a little while. Ray 5 goes down. Bomb will get planted eventually, but I think at this point DALUYONG know exactly what the call is for Astro. And the call is they are getting nervous, boys. They can feel this map slip right through their fingertips. Gotta hold on to these rifles. A bit of a must right now.
Yeah.
The D's don't really care, but from the CT side point of view, it is quite important. So that's a big kill out of Meow, who doesn't really need the follow-up, and he doesn't go chasing. Can they really pull it off? A 3-9 comeback. The first half looked very, very dire for the side of DALUYONG. Now they've brought it back.
There's consecutive 1v1s on the B-bomb set that they had to beat BGXX in as well. And let's not forget about that. Astral would have, by all rights, already won this map.
Yeah. We get another tech pause, hopefully a rather short one.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah. That's what all of us are hoping for. I'm going to use the time and I will ask you, what do I ask you? What is your favorite Shakira song?
Oh. Yo.
You look like
Excellent.
someone who'd enjoy a good Shakira banger.
Yes, I would.
Yeah.
Now, listen. You can't go wrong with She-Wolf.
Sure.
I think it's a little bit more niche. Because it's either that or Waka Waka. I know people think hips don't lie, but they do, Shakira. That's the thing about the modern day. They lie to you. And Astral doesn't lie. Astral is honest about their struggles and their difficulties of closing things out.
I'm sorry.
Ass might lie, but Astral doesn't.
Right. Well, thank you for the response. Technical timeout's over, guys, so we can get back into what that is.
You should know better.
Aaron's walked short again. And this time he's not going to be able to get a kill, although this time there's no AWP on the other side of things. Not enough money for Astral to facilitate one. Ray, as always, walking on fire with the long jumps. Does spot out Martinez, but they're just going to give each other a bit of a look and not really get into a brawl. Mitsubi play is coming out, and there's no one to stop them.
Out and about. Deep into B. Neki is blind. Meow and Neki both lose their lives immediately. This B-bomb side opened up, cracked out. And it's Astral who will once again be on saving protocols. Ray's made so much noise. Yo, Aaron. He must have been calming out to his teams. There's no other way he doesn't hear those footsteps coming over to him.
Yeah. Aaron might have been singing Hips Don't Lie, you know, just having a good time. Some White Girl music to enjoy the comeback, because they really have been sprinting towards that number 11. And for those of you that are just joining in, maybe because you're tuning in towards the final series of the day, which will start off right after this one's over, We've got DALUYONG that were down 3-11 at one point. And now, there's only one round between those two teams. So yeah, that's spot on. They've won 7 in a row, and they're really bringing this one back. A lot of it has to do with 8kit. A lot of it has to do with Aaron. It's almost impossible to imagine that 8kit actually has a smile on his face now.
Not seen that one in a while. Big chance of a hit. Astral, it's their last opportunity to stop this seemingly inevitable train from running them over. If they have any cute call, if they have any big play, if they have any move to be made, now would be the time. They smoke out towards that B-bomb side. It's good looking to be a faster play. Aaron is out and about. Into B he goes. They've gone out. Oh. They're not extinguishing the incendiary. Meow just gets 2 for free. And as Neki turns around, knowing that there's still 2 players here, 8kit has a flash still right past him, where DALUYONG's been doing so well. And now they crumble in a call that just doesn't work. But maybe there's still room for them to bring things back in. When Swiss is gone. This can't be how.
God.
This can't be how Astral let go for another round.
That's a 3v5. That's a Mirage flashback as well. They had one of these opportunities on Mirage to close out the series. And they couldn't. Now they could do it again. Down to a 3 versus 3. Long player doesn't even get tagged down. Nolan just gets a double kill and he's got 73 HP to work with in the 3v5. That's a bargain. That's the best deal you could get. And they still have 45 seconds to work with. Looking at the util, smoke, flash, double flash actually, double molly, HE. They can do whatever they want, but the mid walk might be the best option ever. No one's holding for this. They don't even need a utility. They can just walk all the way towards B.
GXX.
He's not
He
ready.
doesn't realize what's coming over. He doesn't realize there's about to be a little bit of a knock-knock moment. And they already know who's there.
Are you really going for the retake? This is my question, because you save you can rebuy next. Are you really going for the 2v3?
Not with the smoke. Come on,
You
not with the
shouldn't.
smoke.
You really shouldn't.
I know you want it,
Boys,
guys.
this is a save. You might want it because it was a 5v3, but this is a save.
It's 11-11. How many 1v1s have they lost now? How have they let go of this 5 versus 3? How many shots have been missed from Astral in this quest to close?
Look at that. Fully blinded, running through the Molotov. No one to extinguish. That was the misplay that should have cost him that number 12. But Nolan single-handedly saving his team with the double kill on long. We're tied up. It's 11-0. All to play for. DALUYONG might be sending Astral down that lower bracket after all.
Swizz is hiding away, worried about 8kit. 8kit's got money for a Tech 9, and you know that means he's got a threat even if he doesn't have his main weapon.
Just run him down. They're going long though. Ray, 8kit should blind him. Oh, they're not going with a flash. They're just holding down.
That's scary. That's very scary. They turn the corner, but they still lose 2. It's even. It's Astral in another XVX. It's Astral and another chance to bring it back, but they simply cannot read what is being written down by the pen of DALUYONG. It's invisible ink, but it's also the invisible man, Meow, has not shown up. in these past 2 games. And now he's needed. Saving feels inconsequential. You've already saved so much, but can you save their lives? Can you save this chance? Flashes exchanged. Nobody blind. DALUYONG on 12 on series point after being down 3-11.
And being down in a 3v5 in the previous. Look at a streak of consecutive rounds. That's absolutely insane. 9 rounds in a row and number 10 would be the end of Astro. They've put so much effort into this. Nolan, 8kid, Aaron, and they're looking to finish it off with a B play. It's a straight up rush.
Not again. It didn't work for them last time over, but they had recovery elsewhere. meowpop is looking for the ace. It's 8kid who goes down next. 12-12. Astral finally do it. They will give themselves a chance to fight in overtime.
That is pure cinema, man. They just go with the B rush. Oh, God. They tried to brute force their way through. Astral didn't win a round for 9 in a row, and then at the last final hurdle, meowpop just mows them down.
You know what they say? Nobody beats me 10 rounds in a row.
Sure.
Double up from Astral. This B-bomb side, they really want to limit test it. Martinez cops a shot in through, while Neki will find himself another one. Martinez is finally taken down. All of those off shots through the doors paying off. Access points into the B-bomb site have been found. Refresh on the smoke is going to be absolutely necessary, but Aaron's found 2 right through that smoke. They're waiting for Meow's smoke to extinguish. There's only 30 HP on him. Nolan, with a quick reload, has only GXX to deal with. Molotov will force GXX forward. No, he goes back. And that gives up the last chance they had of any heroics. It's a 2 versus 3. A flashbang and 2 smokes don't feel very helpful at all.
There's a smoke. That's going to eliminate some of the left-hand side angles. 8kid playing under window with an open handle. This is going to be very, very weird. 8kid spotted, pistol in hand. There goes Nolan, and Esort with the final one as well. 13 on the board. DALUYONG back to winning ways.
Shockingly hard to believe this is the way the game has gone, where it has just come down to a question of B-side assaults. 8kid misses a chance for a quick pick-off onto Meow.
Needs to break the smoke. Doesn't expose anyone for now. B split looking like one of the possibilities, especially with the bomb still lingering in towards that upper tons.
Peek out, Aaron, gone. Neki, quick work made. As Astral just lose out the trade. Raise 26 and 17, but it does feel like DALUYONG can summon out a pickoff out on long at will. And where we're talking about pickoffs at will, Score and 8kid will be able to deliver the same. Martinez pushes all the way out. He finishes the round on his own. 3 kills out through long. DALUYONG on 14.
It just feels like it was just that one round to force overtime, doesn't it? The D side is still working out very nice for them. They've just got into a very good flow state where it doesn't really feel like anyone could be the hero for Astral. They're powering through. Ray is the only one that's way above everybody else on 26 and 17. GXX has had a very tough map, so have the rest. And DALUYONG slowly but surely working their way back. 3 rounds on that T side, that would definitely put you in a very winnable position for the second half. Walking through the mid smoke. How's the play? Timing is good for it. The CTs have just heard it wide open. Esort has been spotted by Neki. But it's just the one player. Might be looking to pop through the left-hand side smoke here.
No, they're just crawling through. Flashes is all they have to help out, and it's not enough. Neki and Meow come out on top in these trades at middle, but a push into B. They're hoping to use this as a distraction. They need to get the kill on the cross. Meow is low enough that they can just look to finish him off, but this low buy from Astral is just paying off again and again. 2 for 2. The 2v2 on either side. As the pincer is activated from one prong at least, Nolan bringing it back to a 1 versus 1. A chance found again, a position located. He knows there has to be a drop, but Swizz under drop down starts shooting before, and Astral will collect on that bare minimum.
That was a must win, and that's another big moment out of meowpop, by the way. We need to give him a little bit of credit where credit is due. He had a very slow start to this series, but in the last couple of rounds, especially approaching overtime and inside of that OT, he's had some very impactful multi-kills in towards the B-bomb side. Some very good moments. But is there another technical timeout? I think it might be.
We're seeing a couple of buys down. Hopefully this isn't going to be a long one. You think any executives at Astralis are just sitting here being like, did you guys just copy our homework?
Nah. There's nothing in common.
Yeah. These reduce 1 point of the star. All right, guys, at some point you're going to have to resume this. I don't blame them too much for this one. Of course, there's a lot of, to anyone watching at home, there's a lot of new requirements that have been introduced by a lot of the major tournament organizers to make sure that there's, more integrity. One of those requirements is more camera angles to watch from to make sure that, everything is accessible and viewable, that the players can see. And when you've got more camera angles, people playing from home, it's a guaranteed 100% situation where some of those camera angles will just stop working because like a camera's fallen down or someone's kicked it or someone's like pulled a cable or something like that's happened. There's a phone's run out of battery. There's a million different things that happen.
All right. We're back into it. 14-13. The magical number 16. 15 apiece. We go again. It wouldn't be the first OT of the day. We did already have one at the start with, of course, Bondi in the basement, boys. That was over past 1917. And we had one on Mirage here, where DALUYONG were able to come out on top in a 16-14 fashion. So this is the fourth overtime. As of right now, we keep the count going. Double pushing towards long. Ray has been spotted out, but so has the pushing rifler. Nolan, tagged down, decides to back off. And into our short they go. So is the bomb. Looking like much more of an A split now. They have switched the guns, by the way. 8kid is playing the M4. Nolan being on low HP is opening. And 8kid's pushed. He's hearing the steps in top middle. Does he want to make a move? He is.
Very often, this has been something that's been checked repeatedly. 8kid
This could
with
be
20
massive.
seconds left. Even if you get one kill, just the one is enough. Hell, he could find more. Needs to push forward, though, and not miss out on the timing. Aaron's buying him more time, but with 15 seconds apiece, they've got no options but to push forward. 8kid, like I said, even one is enough, and with a bomb on the ground, unrecoverable for meowpop. It's going to be 15 for DALUYONG. It doesn't matter if he gets the kill or not. You've guaranteed a win over here with no runs laying back. 15 to 13. 2 match points for DALUYONG.
Can you believe it? This was an 11-3 lead. They had back-to-back 1v1s as well, being up 11-3. And they couldn't do it. Now DALUYONG get the opportunity. They had one in OT on Mirage, and they were able to grab the bull by the horns. They're pulling out the double up for this one. Martinez, 8kid is the big guns.
GXX reveals position. Martinez covering off middle has to be very careful. This could end up being a targeted play down mid to try and find that one player. 8kid's stuck. 8kid's stuck. He's taking so much damage.
He's a lucky man. The nade was a little bit late out of the T side, by the way, because that nade could have just left him there.
Would have just demolished him. And Aaron.
Oh my god.
Aaron's a lucky man as well. Turns out all of DALUYONG is filled with lucky men. There's a bomb in that smoke.
Yeah, and he's seen it. He knows exactly what's going on. They have the deep flash.
Well.
GXX will find one in return. Maybe that's the time when you just give the C4 away. Like, all right, we've got our man advantage. You can have the bomb.
Maybe he doesn't know exactly what's going on. Oh, there's GXX behind that. Well, let him have the bomb, guys. Time's not great for ASTRAL. Especially when you consider that Azor is pushing forward up through the tunnels. meowpop turns around. Pincer being activated. meowpop should be very worried. Azor's a lot closer than he might have given him credit for. 8kid though alone, and meowpop gets the critical kill. 8kid needs to do it all. Gets himself the wrong kill, and in doing so, meowpop will be able to gain access in through short. 14 from ASTRAL, despite every advantage in the world being given to DALUYONG. Now they're the ones losing out 5v3s.
And look at that. The bomb gets dropped. You lose 2 players. This is where the round should be over. GXX gets one. meowpop is just winning 1v1 after 1v1 after 1v1. They just thought that was it. They thought this was the end of it all. Look at the shooting. He's just become very sharp out of nowhere.
Dude, meowpop, I think, has gone from being like 10 and 16 or something. I mean, I might be wrong about that, but he's had at least like 12 kills in the past 5 rounds. It's insane. Feels like the only reason why they're even relevant in overtime. But is that missing link going to be enough to push them over the finish line or even onto the finish line? Ray is reinitiating back out from long. Oh, Necky's losing his head. And she sells fast. Yep.
Yeah, no one on the CT side gets tagged down. And both Necky and Swiss are already low. Oh, about long missed shot. 8kid is thinking about a repeat, and that's a little bit of wishful thinking.
Azor's got a couple of wishes to make over here. DALUYONG doesn't feel like they're going to make it past unless Martinez has got a massive kill to offer up. Ray will take his life away while the bomb's being planted. Esor tries to move up. GXX is there to close 15-15. Astral's not letting go of this match, not like this.
No, they're not. They really aren't. They needed such a long time to get back into it. And both these teams have been struggling so much when it comes down to the CT side. But T side is where Astral bring it back. 8kid can't believe it. What can you do?
Can you believe we've got another best of 3 out of this?
Not really. No. I don't know how it's possible, actually. Doesn't feel like it.
GXX lies in wait. Just hoping and asking for a mistake to be made. Flashbang doesn't really land. Esor is going for the conservative jump spot. There's a world where GXX moves forward. I think he's been spotted now, though. Ray's gone. Martinez. He's been picked apart next. Flashes through as the bush is being planted to be Esor sent home. And while 8kid hides himself away in the back of the bomb site, this isn't going to be one of those pistol round situations, if you even remember those from all of those years back. Aaron now in a position where he is definitely going to be moving back to save.
Bomb has been planted.
Back to winning ways for Astro, I guess.
We've not seen those in a while.
No, not really.
Aaron going out for his ninja? Well,
I mean,
hey, it might work moments.
He was thinking about it.
Terrorists win.
$16, 15. 19 being the magical number. Magical because it would get all the players out of the server, which I think at this point they might feel like they're hostages because this game has been going for a very long time. Esor opening things up. meowpop keeping it going in towards B-bomb side. They know exactly where the second player is. Volleyed out, and meowpop keeps them coming. Kill after kill, and you've even got Ray coming in around in towards long. Getting the first one from behind, and that's enough to just get the distraction, get the attention away. Astral are taking control of this Dust2 game once again, and it's Ray with a triple from the back lines. Can you really believe it?
At this point, Ted, I can believe anything. That much I can guarantee you.
Terrorists win.
Twiz. He's
They're a bit
waiting for
stuck.
Neki to make his way over. These CTs don't have any way out. Martinez is gone. Nolan up next, and these CTs have realized they've just walked into a mousetrap. Now, the good for them is that Astral, as always, has left the bomb in P1. Bad for them is it might not matter.
It's absolutely crazy. They decide to run the setup, and this is the one round where Astral just have everyone around middle and they re-clear it later on so slowly, so methodically. They just crushed him. 8-kit. Still left on long with the op. Not really going to be in a position to provide a lot of support, unfortunately, for him. They've already made their way out the B-bomb side. The doors have been smoked off. Molly, window, Aaron might have to just throw in a Hail Mary. Hope for the best. A 2 versus 4 retake onto the B-bomb side of Dust2. At the best of times, wishful thinking. meowpop with another headshot, and he's now on 25 kills. 8-kit goes down. 18-15, a clean T side for the side of Astro. 3 more chances to put an end to this game.
I've seen too many opportunities to say that anything's been written in stone, but it's been written in something, Ted, and that's a good start.
Yeah, maybe in the sand.
Yeah.
You know?
Maybe it's a hip stalking again.
Could be. Ray. Let's go for the swing. Yeah. Very optimistic. Out of range.
No way.
Ooh. Even the 1 kill is a surprise in that position.
Yeah. I'd give Astral a serious chance in contention over here because Meow's gotten very proactive. He's got full control over short with the help of his 2 CTs. Can clear out middle as well. They leave GXX behind, and GXX has been a man who's... You could ask for more to be delivered, let's be frank, in this particular game. On the deep incendiary, GXX picks up a big kill. They don't have any incendiaries to push him out, and even if they grenade this corner, a full damage nade still wouldn't take him down. meowpop comes through with the assistance he needs. Astral now in the 3 versus 1. 8-kit all alone. How many clutches will he be given the chance to win? Not this time, not one at all. 19-15, Astral finally get it done, Ted. This feels like it was a long time coming. Then it was a long time going. Then it was a long time coming again. And then, yeah.
That was one of the craziest series I've seen in a while. I didn't know when it would end, why it would end, how would it end. They